Welcome to the East Texas Benefits Countdown to Kickoff as we get you ready for the Texas College Steers and the Wildcats of Louisiana Christian Homecoming Week. Welcome back to the East Texas Benefits Countdown to Kickoff on Homecoming Weekend on the campus of Texas College. Tyler HBCU celebrating a very long history and a storied history of East Texas institution. With us is the Sports Information Director and Activity Coordinator. What other occupations do you have? We'll get to that in a second. Justin Jackson. We spoke to him a couple weeks back, but this go around, last game of the season. And most importantly, it's homecoming week. To cap off this homecoming weekend, we'll be hitting the field, and afterwards we'll go back to Gus Taylor Gymnasium as the Steers take on Holy Patriot. Kind of talk about how hectic this week has been.
Oh boy, this week has been very hectic. Shouts out to Dr. Marshall Biggins for keeping our schedule organized, and Dr. Isaac Williams for keeping us on top of the schedule. We've had a lot of events this week. We've had some tumultuous weather. We've had a lot of early mornings and a lot of late nights, and we're continuing on. Last night was our last Winter White Party of the year, and we started this morning off with an 8 o'clock parade call. So now we're getting ready for this wonderful Lady Steers basketball game. After that concludes, we're going to go right over and watch our football team get us a win at the wonderful All-States Newborn Stadium. And then we're traveling back to campus to close out our athletic day at 5 o'clock right here with the Texas College men's basketball team.
Now, kind of talk about your time here at Texas College. I'm assuming this isn't your first homecoming.
No, this isn't my first homecoming. I came down in 2017. I was named the assistant band director at that time and decided to enroll. This is my second black college experience. As you know, I'm an HBCU alum, and I'm loving it. Texas College has grown homecoming to homecoming. Even the virtual homecoming experience was something different and to be very remembered by a lot of our alumni. As you see, family faces and fun, the 3 Fs right here at Texas College.
All right, anything you'd like to close out with?
If you bring the people the light, they will find their way. That's our quote here at Texas College. We're going to definitely try to bring knowledge and let our students figure out a way and just make their own path. That's it.
All right, thank you for your time. That's Justin Jackson, the Texas College Sports Information Director on the East Texas Benefits Countdown to Kickoff. We'll continue as we get ready for the Steers and the Wildcats at Milborn Field on the campus of All Saints Episcopal after this break. Did you know you had a Texas State bucket list must-see right in the heart of East Texas? It's Circle M Crawfish in Big Sandy, Texas. Circle M is more than just crawfish. It's home to the best deep-fried catfish in town. There's something for everybody to enjoy, including chicken fried steak, burgers, and ready for game day wings. Circle M has everything you need to have a good time with the whole family, with a gated playground to keep kiddos entertained. Circle M Crawfish on State Highway 155 in Big Sandy, Texas, home of Circle M Rivalry Week. car is one of the most important purchases you'll ever make. It's how you drive to work, how you take the kids to school, and how you get to some of life's biggest moments. Why not treat your car as such? Visit Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler on 321 South Bonner Avenue. Joe Thompson and his team of professionals bring decades of under the hood experience to ensure that your car runs at its best. Any make, any model, Thompson Tire and Services is the only place to get the best service for your car in the entire East Texas area. Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler, proud sponsor of the Antler Sports Network. The rules of the road must be taught the proper way to ensure the highways and byways of the great state of Texas are safe for generations to come. If you're a teen or young adult looking to gain a license or just looking to refine your knowledge and skills, Tyler Rose Driving Center is the gold standard to getting the best behind the wheel results no matter your age or experience. Schedule classes over the phone at 903-535-7777. Tyler Rose Driving Center, located in the Green Acre Shopping Center next to Little Caesars, committed to safety, satisfaction, and service with a smile. As football comes to a close, the Steers take the diamond as the 2022-2023 season gains steam. Texas College is under the direction of new head coach and former Division I softball player Serena Reyna. Coach Reyna takes over a team that finished last in the Red River Conference this past season.
My team so far, I feel is a great group of girls. I think I did really good recruiting-wise. Not only talent, but personality. I think right now their personalities are meshing very well together. And right now they're looking super strong, so I'm super excited.
It feels great. You know, we didn't really have a coach last year, and it's really nice to have a coach that knows what she's doing and a coach that's really passionate about the sport and passionate about her girls on the field. And we really like her, we really love her, and she really teaches us new things every day, and she makes us excited to come out to practice and really makes us love the sport.
I came from Coastal Bend College, and I chose Texas College because I believe that Selena is a really good coach and she's going to lead me on the right path. I just want to be able to help my team and lead them to victory.
The Steers open up their season with 3 doubleheaders.
As a coach is just to get these girls prepared and ready for conference. We know who our tough teams are. We know teams that, we can possibly go out and sweep and beat. So that's my goal, is just to get these girls ready mentally and physically prepared for the season to go. Team-wise is just get to conference tournament. That's our main goal right here that all the girls want. We want to make it to conference tournament for the first year in this program. And this group of girls, they want to do it. They want to be that first team, that first group that does it.
We'll continue our countdown to kickoff after the break.
CFB.
Nippet Golf utilizes true golf simulators to cater to the avid golfer and those new to the sport. With True Golf technology offering advanced analytics. Feeling hungry? Try the Knockout Pizza, Parmesan Crusted Pretzel Bites, or the T-Box Tacos. Bring your own clubs for parties, corporate events, fundraisers, league play, and more. Take the green on 97 prestigious courses. Learn the game of golf from PGA Tour champion and Hallsville native Roy Pace. Enjoy a day out with friends and family with hourly passes and memberships available. Nippet Golf Longview, 414 West Loop 281.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. Now, it might not get me there any faster, but hey, it gets me ready for football. Let's tailgate.
I can't go anywhere.
But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. and your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
You work hard to protect the things you love, your car, your home, and your financial future. East Texas Benefits will work just as hard to ensure your protection during these trying times. Our experts are trained to find the best policies tailored to any budget, but at the best insurance agency in Tyler by the people who make us who we are. Book a free consultation today at easttexasbenefits.com. East Texas Benefits, local knowledge you can trust. A Better Business Bureau A+ accredited business.
Hello, my name is Tarnisha,
My name's Anthony.
and we own Drip Like Jesus. Drip stands for devote, reach, influence people, just like Jesus did. Each one of our apparel has a scripture on the back that goes with the design. It's our cool way of spreading the gospel and looking fly.
We are located in Stonebriar Mall in Frisco and also online at www.driplikejesus.com. So feel free to go online and shop or come check us out in Frisco, and thank you for helping us spread the gospel.
Need to add some zip to your morning? Need something to get you through a busy workday? Or maybe something refreshing on a hot afternoon? Mudslingers of Tyler can get you a handcrafted drink for any occasion. Mudslinger serves fresh coffee and espresso roasted right here in East Texas by the Collie Dog Coffee Company. They have over 40 flavors you can mix into a custom coffee, soda, refresher, smoothie, or energy drink. They even offer tasty snacks if you need a quick bite. Ditch the big chain overpriced drinks for something locally owned and delicious. Find them on the Loop and Old True Poway by Green Acres Bowl. Follow them on social media for deals and updates. Mudslingers of Tyler, local coffee, local connections. Welcome back to the East Texas Benefits Countdown to Kickoff. We're live on the campus of All Saints Episcopal School in Milbourne Field for this homecoming contest. To cap off homecoming week is the Texas College Steers taking on the traveling Wildcats of Louisiana Christian in the Sooner Athletic Conference matchup on the Antler Sports Network. As we get ready to see some coverage on the defensive side for both of these teams, with us via the ABS T-shirt graphics hotline for our traditional sponsor spotlight is a man that knows all about coverage, but not in the football sense this time around. We have Matt Moody with the Moody Agency, an All-State agency, and of course the flagship sponsor of the All-State Moody Agency Halftime Report. It's always great to speak with the people that keep the Antler Sports Network going, and always great to speak with people that can help our audience in more ways than one. Matt, always a pleasure to work with your agency. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm mighty fine. Always great to speak with the great sponsor of the Antler Sports Network. Let's get things going, Mr. Moody. Got to talk about yourself. Introduce the people to who you are, what you do, and what you do best.
Well, it goes way back. I'm originally not from East Texas. I'm actually from a town called Cabot in central Arkansas. After high school, I was fortunate enough to play Division I college golf at Arkansas Little Rock. And then shortly after college, moved to Dallas to work for the Dallas Cowboys. I have a connection with the Jones family through my dad. They played football together at Arkansas. So cashed in my chips. It's, what they say, it's not who you are, it's who you know. So got to do a little paid internship with them. Was only going to be with the Cowboys for a year or two, and then moved back to Arkansas and get into sales, and liked it and did a good job. So I stayed there ended up being with the Cowboys for 10 years. Helped them get the vote passed for the new stadium. It was Cowboy Stadium, now AT&T Stadium in Arlington, and they brought in some new people. We had a great group of about 50 of us. We sold out the stadium in club seats, season tickets, as well as suites. And once that inventory was gone, it was kind of like, well, what do we do now? And so I could have gone to San Francisco to help open up Levi Stadium. But I had a friend in the insurance industry, and she talked me into moving back to Arkansas and getting into insurance. And I was there for 3 or 4 years, and then ended up in Tyler and bought this Allstate agency that I own today. Closed on it in August of 2015, and been in East Texas ever since. I'm close to Dallas, to some friends and family there, and I'm close to Arkansas, where my family is, and so it's been a good spot, and I've enjoyed the 7 years that I've been here.
Now, when people see Allstate, they see the Allstate commercials. That's a brand that everybody recognizes. Let's kind of talk about your agency from the inside and out as well. What sets the Moody Agency apart from the rest of your competitors?
I think obviously Allstate is a huge player in the insurance world, especially personal insurance, home, auto, four wheelers, you name it. What sets us apart at our agency, I think, is just the training that I make my staff go through, as well as myself, making sure that we're up to date on all the coverages, make sure we're up to date on what's going on in the world, especially the insurance world. And then it comes down to just how we treat our prospects and customers. We make sure that we're asking a lot of questions. Some people are taken back by that because of, the 15 minutes save you 15%, and they expect everything to be very fast, kind of a fast food insurance service. And, good insurance just does not work that way. You need to have time. You need to sit down or have a good conversation on the phone to ask a lot of questions, get to know the prospect, get to know your customers, and make sure that they have the coverages that they need. And the only way you're going to find out is to ask a lot of questions and have a good conversation with your people to make sure that you have the right coverage for their needs.
Now, similar to the contest we have here on the Antler Sports Network, you're kind of like a head coach. Of course, no head coach is at the skill level that they are, at the position they are, without a good team. Kind of talk about your team over at the Moody Agency and how they've made the Moody Agency one of the most prominent insurance figures, not just in the Tyler area, but I would say in the East Texas area.
Yeah, and I've been fortunate enough to have great people to work with on my staff. We have, I think one of the most important thing, a lot of people think about, insurance sales, but really insurance service is one of the most important parts of your business. You want to make sure that when somebody calls in, you have somebody that's extremely knowledgeable and just has that personality that they can discuss, unfortunate situations such as claims or rate increases or anything like that comes. Insurance isn't always pretty, so you want to have a good staff, and we definitely have probably the best service person in all of East Texas, in my opinion. And she takes great care of our customers. It gets to the point to where there's some days I'll answer the phone and our customer will say, Matt, it's great to talk to you, but could you put Tanya on the phone? I'd rather deal with her. And so that's a testament to her and how well she does, and how knowledgeable she is. And the same goes for Frenchie and Francis and Carrie, that are sales reps. They're all wonderful people and take care of our prospects, turn them into customers, and then it flows to Tanya after that, or myself. And I couldn't be happier with our staff and the way they treat our prospective clients as well as our current customers.
Now, I like how you talked about how that insurance, and especially picking out the right plans and policies and really just navigating the insurance world, isn't a fast food type of deal as you described. Can you talk about the steps that you take and that your agency take and the people in your agency take to help clients understand the policies that you provide in order to make sure that they get a tailor-made fit plan for their needs?
Right, and I touched a little bit on that earlier. It really comes down to really interviewing the prospect, asking a lot of open-ended questions, letting them talk, let them tell you what they have and don't have. You'd be surprised if you get a little bit lazy on the interview process, if you will, when you're working up a quote. if you get a little bit lazy and don't ask enough questions, how there will be some things that aren't discussed that should be discussed, and then you don't realize it until there's a claim or until they bring it up later and you realize that there's no coverage for something. So that's something that we pride ourselves on, that we make sure that we have everything covered. And then once we have everything covered, then we'll work on the price and work on the discounts and that type of stuff. But we're 100% a coverage first agency, because I don't know anybody that's caused a bad car accident and the fire trucks show up and the ambulances show up and they're like, thank goodness I got the cheapest insurance out there. They're worried about their coverage. They want to make sure that they aren't going to get sued, make sure that they have the coverage that's going to pay for the bodily injury, the property damage, not only for them, but for the person they hit or that they injured. So that's the most important thing. And you're not going to get all of that with a quick conversation. You really need to dive in and make sure that you have everything, all the T's crossed and I's dotted before you get that person's money and start an insurance policy that could is supposed to positively affect their life when something bad happens. You definitely don't want it to be a negative.
Now, what steps can not just myself as a younger person trying to navigate the financial world, but let's say some members of our audience, some of our viewing audience is having some trouble navigating this insurance world, especially in a time where the financial aspect of our lives is about as confusing as it's ever been. What steps can we take from someone that's been in the industry for a while, that's someone that has lots of experience, and someone that knows the ins and outs of the insurance game? What steps can we take to make sure that we get what we need from an insurance standpoint?
It's tough right now. We're getting squeezed at the grocery store. We're getting squeezed at the gas station. We're getting squeezed, with your insurance premiums. And if you have insurance and if your insurance hadn't renewed recently, then it will be soon. And you're going to notice that your insurance is probably going up. So, the biggest thing is not necessarily the company that you're with. I mean, you want to make sure that you're with an agent or agency that, like I said, if they're not asking a lot of questions, you're in the wrong place. You're not getting an insurance policy that's going to protect you the way it should. So, and it's tough because insurance premiums are higher right now. But if you don't have the proper coverage, and something does happen, how are you going to pay for that? And then how are you going to look your husband or wife or children in the eyes knowing that, for maybe $30 more a month, $1 a day, you could have had an insurance policy that would have, all you would have had to do is pay the deductible, and then the insurance company takes care of everything else because you had proper coverage. And there's a lot of online policies out there. There's a lot of, quick insurance, policies out there that, the only thing that people are looking at is the price. And I understand that, but that's only good if you never have an accident. And if you're out there long enough, you're going to have an accident, whether it's your fault or somebody else's fault. And if you don't have the proper coverage, you're going to be in a bad spot. And so that's why we're here, is to make sure that we explain that to people and show them, what's out there that can really hurt them financially a lot more than a little bit more expensive insurance policy.
All right, Matt Moody with the Moody Agency Allstate on the East Texas Benefits Countdown to Kickoff as we get you ready for college football on the Antler Sports Network. Mr. Moody, always a pleasure to talk with you. How can people reach out to you if they want to get insurance the proper way?
Well, we are on Broadway Avenue in Tyler, 3928 South Broadway. We're just north of the Cadillac dealership, about a quarter of a mile on Broadway. The phone number is 903-561-5655. You can ask for myself. You can ask for Frenchie, Francis, or Carrie. Any of us will be happy to help you out. And we're always available, always at the office. So come by and see us or give us a call.
All right. Any more closing thoughts?
No, that's it. I appreciate it. You're a very impressive guy, and I hope you get a lot more listeners, and wish you lots of success in the future.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moody. Always a pleasure to have these great, prestigious organizations showcase what they do and their services on this network. Once again, that's Matt Moody of the Moody Agency Allstate in Tyler, Texas, on Broadway Avenue, just a quarter mile north of Wagner Cadillac in the Rose City. We'll take one more short break, and when we come back, we'll close things out and get you ready for college football at Milborn Field as the Texas College Steers host the Louisiana Christian Wildcats on homecoming weekend. This is Jared Jones for the East Texas Benefits Countdown to Kickoff. We'll continue after this break. Everyone, welcome to the final football broadcast of the 2022-2023 Antler Sports Network broadcasting slate. To conclude things, it's homecoming week for the Texas College Steers in a Sooner Athletic Conference matchup from Milborn Field in Tyler, Texas, on the campus of All Saints Episcopal as they take on the visiting Louisiana Christian Wildcats. Jared Jones, Cam Overstreet, and the Kelly Tattoo broadcast booth. Cam, as the teams come onto the field, one thing we notice outside of starting quarterback for Isaiah Sadler for the Steers wearing sleeves this go-around, it's a big game for all involved, specifically for Texas College. It's homecoming as the last game of the season as we get ready to kick things off here as Louisiana Christian elects to defer in the second half after winning the toss. Cam, kind of talk about the importance of homecoming for Texas College.
Oh, man, it's amazing. It's like Christmas. Pretty much this is the biggest game of the year. All the alumni is coming back. Everybody who once played this great sport at Texas College come back to see this team, and this team shows promise.
Kickoff is away. Taken by hooking at about the 15-yard line. Turns the corner, gets hit around the 30, and is taken down at about the 35-yard line. And that's where the Steers will take over on our first offensive possession. First down at 10. Last time we saw the Steers, Hookfin and Sadler and company in the offensive game, as always, show that they can move up the field, just unable to cast those yards into points.
Yeah, they got to actually come out here and play some good offense. This game is important for them. This is the last game of the season. You got to make a statement and be ready to play next season, and that is the best way to do that is to have a good season in the last season.
Here comes Sadler in the gun already, first down at 10. Stack receivers, through receivers at the bottom of your screen, lone receiver at the top of your screen. Sadler takes a snap. It's going to be a quick handoff to the left side, gets outside of the tackles, almost along the hashes, and that's going to bring up a second down after a solid gain of around 4. McGowan on that first carry, getting things going for the Steers as we begin the first quarter. Play clock is rolling, 14:37 left to go. Second down and short already for Texas College. They seem to be moving the football pretty well early on. Sadler takes a snap, steps up in the pocket. He's immediately met by resistance. Multiple Louisiana Christian defenders get to him, and he'll be dropped back pretty much where the drive began, but take off a yard as well. It's going to be third down and 11 now for Texas College. And here's something that we saw throughout most of this season for this Texas College offense. One step forward, two steps back.
Yeah, you got to be able to consistently move forward with the O-line right there. You can't break down, and the pass game has to be able to roll.
After the sack, it's third down and long now. Sadler takes a snap. Looking to his right. Met by resistance. Finds a man in the flight. He's got the running back yet again. Turns upfield. Tiptoes to stay in bounds. But only is able to get around 5. And it's going to be fourth down already for Texas College in their first drive.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good acknowledgement by Sadler to recognize that there wasn't nobody open except for his safety valve right there. The running back, throw it to him. He can make something happen, but not enough to get the first.
3 minutes, 38 seconds of counting now. Of course, this Texas College offense led by head coach Jarrell Jackson in his first year as head coach of the Steers. He's a gutsy play caller, to say the least.
Good to see his efforts. Look like they're going for it.
Almost Riverboat Ron-esque, if I dare make that comparison. Here we go, 4th down. The very first possession here on offense for Texas College. See if Louisiana can get a stop here. Sadler takes a snap, looking to his right. Has a man across the middle. It's caught. It's a first down and more crosses midfield. And it's hit about the 45-yard line. And Texas College gets their first down of the ball game. And they move the chains.
Yeah, we noticed a lot of times that in the previous games, wide receivers usually struggle catching in the first quarter there, especially Derek Cooper. This time, Cooper coming out there making a nice catch, and he's able to break for a couple of yards.
This could be Cooper's big break here. We saw Cooper, as you said, a little slow to get started in the first quarter at the 13-minute mark, but as the game went on, he's definitely shown promise as part of this electric receiver core. Here's Sadler. Take the first down snap. Going to be a handoff up the middle. Now shifts it to his right along the hash. It's the right hash there. Only going to gain about a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now, McGowan in this running back core with Williams, the bowling ball, as we called him this year, has been one of the biggest question marks. You know that Texas College can throw the football. As we always talk about Coach Jackson, his coaching philosophy, he wants to throw the ball. But can that run game establish the passing game? That's been the biggest question mark I would feel on the offensive side for the Steers. Here's Sadler after the 1-yard gain. In the gun. Texas snap. Met by 2 defenders, rolls out to his right, makes the throw to the outside. It's intended for McGowan, but he just can't get his hands on it. That could have been a huge play there. Incompletion brings up 3rd down.
A lot of things causes a drop pass. The majority of what causes a drop pass is you want to be able to run without having the ball in your hand. Right there, I think he was ready to break a tackle there and didn't even have the ball in his hand, and it just ended up being a drop pass.
12-14, check that. Yes, 12-14 and counting. It's 3rd down and 8 now. Steers already failing to convert on their first 3rd down conversion opportunity, but they did convert on the next play in 4th down. Let's see if they can turn that luck around. 2 slot receivers to both sides. Back to Sadler's right. Sadler takes a snap. Hands it off up the middle. He's got a little bit of space, and he gets leveled at about the 35-yard line. But now before he's a yard short, about the length of the football there. Just couldn't get the first down, but a great run there. It's 4th down now for the Steers yet again.
This is something we haven't seen a lot, really. The run game actually playing a huge role in this drive. The pass is doing good, as usual. Sometimes it's shaky, but the run game has always been shaky all year. Right now, the run game is looking immaculate.
McGowan's already got this Steer offense looking completely different, now mixing it up with 11:40 and counting left to go in this first quarter. And the Steers facing their 4th down of the drive. Sadler takes a snap. It's going to be handoff yet again. He might have the first down if he turns upfield, and he does. Tack on a couple of extra yards. Gain of 4 first down. Texas College back-to-back 4th down conversions for the Steers.
I don't think this defense was prepared for the run game to be so effective in this game right here. I'm pretty sure you're watching all film. All you see is a lot of pass plays from Sadler. Sadler dropping back, making passes, and the run game is being stuffed. Right here, this run game is showing that they need to find something to do to stop this.
This run game already seeming like something that can't be messed with 11:14 and counting left to go. Substitutions made for the Louisiana Christian defense. Bunch receivers at the bottom of your screen, lone receiver at the top of your screen. Sadler takes a snap, looking to his right. Makes a deep ball down the middle, and he's got him. No! Hook faded pass intended for him in the end zone. Incomplete. Has a little bit of extracurriculars here at the 45-yard line. A little bit of offensive line, defensive line. Of course, as we've always seen in these games, the games are won in the trenches, and there's already a little bit of bad blood between these two teams. 11:01 left to go.
Yeah, they took out the speed guys and the small guys there to stop the pass, and they put in the big boys to seal up the run game right now. Hopefully to pay homage, but right there, Hookfin missed the open pass that needed to be caught.
Yeah, we know that Hookfin is definitely able to make plays, arguably the best playmaker on this Texas College offense. And here comes 2nd down. Man in motion. High snap for Sadler. It's a handoff yet again up the middle. He's going to gain around 2, and that'll make it 3rd down and medium yet again. Now, Texas College so far hasn't been able to convert on 3rd down, but thankfully, they've been able to convert on 4th down. But I don't think that's really the best thing you want to do for an offense. Just continue relying on 4th down conversions, because you don't want to rely on the 4th down conversions, especially to move your offense forward. 3rd and 9 now. 3 stack receivers at the bottom of your screen. A receiver at the top of your screen. Back to Sadler's left. Wildcats looking to rush 5. They rush 4. Sadler looking right. It's got a man yet again in the back of the end zone in double coverage. Sails out of bounds. And that'll be 4th down for Texas College yet again. Let's see if they can create some more of that 4th down magic.
He might take the chance and bring out the field goal unit here.
Or maybe even try to pin them back with a really good punt here. You never know. One thing about Coach Jackson that we've seen so far, his play calling and keep anybody on their toes. I can only imagine being the defense as he's played so far, and it looks like they'll try to kick this thing away. It's very weird territory here for Texas College, and it seems like they'll end up their first offensive drive, giving this football to the Wildcats to give them their first offensive possession. Louisiana Christian looking like they're going to send all of Louisiana's flag flies. Penalty called. Too many men on the field against Texas College, and that'll make this punt just a tad, I almost want to say a tad bit easier, because now your punter has a little bit more room to try to pin the Wildcats back. But any loss of yardage is a loss of yardage nonetheless, as with 10:18 left to go, the Steers are looking to punt the football again. A very chilly and windy afternoon here in Milborn Field. Jared Jones came over straight to the Kelly's Tattoo broadcast booth. 10:18 left to go in this first quarter. Low snap. High arcing kick. It's going to be a pretty solid kick, but it goes out of bounds at around the 11-yard line. And that's where Louisiana will take over 1st and 10. Check that was an amazing punt inside the 10-yard line. And they'll take over. Louisiana Christian will take over their first possession, 1st and 10 on the 9-yard line.
Special teams has been a struggling factor for this Texas College team. There we got a nice punt. If he has time to get blockers, then he has time to make a play. And that right there is a product of what we can see.
This Texas College Steer defense led onto the field by linebacker, defensive end, safety, kicker, pretty much every position we've seen him play so far. Number 44, Stephen Ajibola. Ajibola, probably one of your favorite names to say, Cam, but he's been a heck of a player for this defensive front for Texas College this entire season.
Yeah, he plays linebacker and he plays D-line. He does it all out there.
Getting things going here is Louisiana Christian. Takes a snap, looking right. Looking for a slot receiver. He's immediately met after gaining around 3, and that'll bring up second down and medium. Louisiana Christian, a team, pretty much a middle-of-the-road team here in the Sooner Athletic Conference. As we saw in the countdown to East Texas Benefits countdown to kickoff, Louisiana Christian pretty much in the middle of a dead heat in the Sooner Athletic Conference. Let's see what they can get going here on their very first offensive drive. Texas College, of course, as we saw a couple moments ago, going 4 and out, but showing that they can pretty much drive almost the entire length of the field, just as we've seen usually, not able to score. It's going to be a quarterback keeper this time. Up the middle, the option already is beginning to work for Louisiana Christian, as he's still getting pushed by his offensive line. He's going to gain about 3 extra yards just from his offensive line alone, and that gain of around 6 is going to turn into a gain of almost 10. Move the chains, first down, Wildcats.
Yeah, the defense need to be more aware about how the quarterback can move. The quarterback has obviously been a killer for this defense all season, and having a mobile quarterback hurts this defense, so they need to find something to stop him quick and fast.
But we're seeing more and more mobile quarterbacks in the game of football as the years go on. Your Lamar Jacksons, your Josh Allens of the world, and that's going to be more and more potent as the game continues to evolve, as a handoff up the middle is only going to be good for about 1, and that'll bring up second down. They're going to mark it a gain of 2. Check that, second down and 8. 8 minutes, 43 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. Louisiana Christian, a team that plays at their own pace, can throw the ball if they need to, but can also run the ball, especially with multiple quarterbacks that can run the football now. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, has a slot receiver, tries to turn off field, but he's immediately met, and that's going to be a loss of yardage, loss of around 1, almost 2, and Texas College makes a big-time stop on defense. They're going to mark that a loss of 1. That'll make it third down and 9. And this Texas College defense, as we've seen throughout the season, although they may have slip-ups every once in a while, when they need to show up and make big plays, they can definitely do so. Leon on that reception, resulting in a loss. Texas College looking to try to get them off sides. Will get themselves off sides here. It's a free play. Throw down the field, intended for a double-covered receiver. And we'll head down the field for the official call. Encroachment penalty called against Texas College. That'll make this third down a little bit simpler for Louisiana Christian. It'll make it third down and 4 after the penalty. Clock sitting at 7:47. One receiver in the slot back to the quarterback's right. Takes the snap. Immediately looking right. Met by resistance. He has Ozzy in front of him. Gets to throw off, but is it going to be short? No, he's going to get a yard past the line marker to gain, and they'll move the chains. First down and 10, Louisiana Christian. After a pretty tough drive for the Wildcats, it's Sal Palmero III, a counting major junior from Walker, Louisiana, graduate of Live Oak High School, continues to move this Louisiana Christian offense slowly but surely. Clock still rolling as we hit the 7.5-minute mark. Briscoe, the back. To Palmero's right, check that to his left, takes a snap. It's going to be Briscoe on the carry. Moving up the field, makes a couple of jukes. He's going to gain around 7, and another big-time run for this Louisiana Christian offense. One thing that I've already noticed so far, first down, second down, they're poised and making big plays to set up the rest of their drives. Texas College, I feel like if they want to get going on defense, they have to stop the early plays.
Yeah, the early plays has been a big factor to start this whole drive up. They can go get them to the third and fourth down, but if you can't sell off the whole drive, then the defense isn't doing their job. They're playing pretty good, but not good enough.
We've definitely seen Texas College's defense have amazing moments, amazing drives. Takes a snap. And after Briscoe, he gets his outside. He has a little bit of room, has a blocker upfield. Along the 30 now, and fully steps out of bounds about the 30-yard line. That's a big-time gain. First down, Louisiana Christian yet again. There's where we go again. Second down play, setting up their drives, moving the chains, crossing midfield, now deep into steer territory. As the clock rolls here, 6:40 left to go in the first quarter. Palmero and his offense not taking any time here. Gets to the end zone, has a wide open man, and it's caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Christian. 30-yard touchdown pass to James Jones III, the George Washington Carver High School graduate, transferred from New Mexico Highlands University, opens up our scoring and puts Louisiana Christian on the board first. 6-0 Wildcats.
Yeah, right there. That was the bad breakdown from the cornerback. The wide receiver got a little spread in him. The ball wasn't thrown ahead of him, so he had enough time to make it there. But the cornerback not turning around and realize where the ball was, it was very costly there.
The PAT here to do the kicking honors is number 35, Levi Hilburn, the freshman kicker. Here's a snap, low snap, the hold, the kick is up and good. Your new score with 6:33 left to go in this first quarter. Louisiana Christian 7, Texas College nothing. Back in 1 minute on the ASN.
Hey, who are you?
Oh, hey, Jeff, I'm a car thief.
What?
I'm here to steal your car because, well, that's my job.
What?
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 It happens.
Back here, timeout. Well, excuse me, this kickoff is presented by the Moody Agency Allstate. Are you in good hands? One man that's in good hands was receiving core for Louisiana Christian after the 30-yard touchdown pass for Palmero. Opens up the scoring here for the Wildcats. Here to kick things off for Arizona Christian as they're in their all-visiting whites with yellow helmets. Number 45, Hunter Martinson from Pearl River, Louisiana. The kick is a little bit short. It's going to bounce out of bounds around the 20-yard line, and that'll continue to set up Texas College's opening drives here. And let's see what they can try to muster up this go-round. Their last drive on offense with 6:33 left to go in the first quarter. Went 4 and out, but showed plenty of promise on the offensive end. Cam, what are you expecting from this Steer offense and head coach Darrell Jackson as they're in the huddle?
Well, one thing we haven't seen a lot, again, like I said earlier, is the run game. So I think he's going to lean more on the run game. If it can't be stopped, we'll see the perfect combination of run game, throw it in the air. Run game, throw it in the air, maybe even a screen play here and there, maybe even a play action. With the run game being how it is right now, all the possibilities are there on the field, and he can just go out there and call whatever he wants.
To quote Chris Collinsworth, once you set up the play action, and if your defense is struggling to play action, it's going to be a heck of a night for you. First down and 10 for the Steers as they take over the 35-yard line after the illegal procedure penalty from the kickoff. Man in motion, that was Hookfin. Sadler takes a snap, looking to his left, gets hit as he throws it. It's going to be incomplete. Sadler a little bit slow to get up, but this Louisiana Christian defense led by number 0, Micah Lattin. Lattin's been getting to the quarterback almost all afternoon long with 6:28 left to go. Lattin, a criminal justice major, a senior from Gloucester, Louisiana. Second down at 10, facing the Steers now after the incompletion from Sadler. Two slot receivers to both of Sadler's size, puts a man in motion, has a back to his left, takes a snap, is going to be a handoff yet again, and he's immediately met by resistance at the line of scrimmage, led by Lattin, but getting there before Lattin did was the defensive lineman number 42, Keelan Burgess, the junior from Gray, Louisiana. Third down and 1 after only gaining a yard. Third down and 9 after only gaining a yard. And here's where the struggles have begun for Texas College. Third down.
Yeah, the third down conversion isn't really good. The third down getting yards really isn't good. So right now they have to make a statement right here and go down here and at least get 5. 5 or more is good.
Cooper, the lone receiver at the bottom of your screen. Here's Sadler, takes the high snap, immediately looking at Cooper. He's going to go downfield. He's got a man just out of his fingertips about the 40-yard line, incomplete. And it's 4th down and 9 for Texas College. Sadler seems to be a little bit more off his game than we've usually seen, putting a little bit too much air on it. Usually we've seen Sadler give his receivers a fantastic chance to get the football pretty much all game long, but here seems to have a little bit too much on it. I guess we could probably chalk it up to the cold.
Yeah, either the cold or either he trusts his wide receivers enough to be fast enough to burn these cornerbacks. I think watching the film, these cornerbacks probably aren't up to speed with his wide receivers, so he has a chance that he can maybe put it in positions that they can, but his wide receivers maybe can.
The Steelers here to kick things back off in their second 4 and out of this ballgame. Back-to-back offensive possessions here. Back deep for the Wildcats is number 1, the senior Todd Smith. High snap, line drive kick. Turns around, hits a Louisiana Christian player. The ball's live. The Steelers have a chance to fall on it. They do. The ball's still loose. Louisiana Christian comes up with it around the 25-yard line. And that was a big opportunity for Texas College to get the football back on a bang-bang play. But as you can see from the Louisiana Christian coaching staff, a big sigh of relief with 5:30 left to go in the first.
Yeah, that right there would have been a very big plus for this Texas College team getting the ball right there back, and that would have been in their side, on the Louisiana side of the field. That would have been an amazing field possession right there if they'd have got that ball back.
Now the Texas College defense pretty much starts off their next defensive drive. It was where they started off the last time. Palmero with a 30-yard touchdown throw on our last possession. And he's back onto the field now with this running back and company, Devin Briscoe. Briscoe's had a heck of a day on its own. It's been a game of the running backs so far. Both running backs for both teams showing tremendous promise early on with 5:30 left to go in the first. Palmero in the gun. Todd Smith in motion. He's going to be a keeper. He's got to come out to the outside. He immediately breaks off another tackle, gets the first down and more. And the quarterback, number 4, Sal Palmero, showing a little bit of running back action, brushing off multiple Steer defenders, getting the first down with 5:22 left to go in the first.
6'2", 160, and the man arm, the wing, he can do a stiff arm there and get somebody off of him. He is a good quarterback out there and the perfect size to be running the ball.
Quarterback pretty much has a stiff arm that has a wingspan of from here to Kilgore, Texas almost. Great job by Palmero to get to that outside and move the chains now. Clock rolling, 5:03 left to go in the first quarter. Here's Palmero. One slot receiver in now. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Has a man across, but is blocked by guess who? Number 44, Stephen Ajibola. Matumbo's that pass away with 4:56 left to go, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, putting his hands up in there and jumping for that. He actually was there on time. Ajibola is always showing out right here, and he's got to show out big time for this defense.
New running back in out for Louisiana Christian. This go-around is number 2, Rob McKnight. The senior from Shreveport, Louisiana. One slot receiver at the bottom of your screen. Here's Palmero now. Has 2 backs in this time, looking on the sideline to get the play call from Coach Maddox. The slot receiver now is Todd Smith. They reset now. 5 seconds on the play clock. 4:56 now. Takes a snap. It's a handoff. And up to McKnight. He's going to gain around 4. Second down and 6 now. Check that. Third down and 6. After the run play, goes for a medium gain.
And here's where the defense struggle right here. They got to make a stop here. Big time stop there and get the ball back into their offense's hands.
We know third down on offense has been a bit of a struggle for Texas College. Let's see if they can lock down on third down from the defensive side of the football. Palmero talking to his offensive line. McKnight the back. Palmero takes a snap, immediately looking right. Looking left this time, rolls out to his right. Flag thrown, strike across the sideline, incomplete. That pass was intended for Micah Dunn, the 6'1 receiver from Shreveport, Louisiana, unable to get his hands on it. But there was a flag. That flag is out around the 30-yard line, and the flying flags have initiated here in Milbourne Field. Holding penalty called against Louisiana Christian. That penalty is declined, and it's now bringing up 4th down for Louisiana Christian, and Texas College has a chance to get the football back. And it seems like the punting unit will come out for the first time for Louisiana Christian. And Louisiana Christian this is the first time they haven't scored, and they're only their second drive.
Looks like Zion Bowens was the one who got the holding call on him, trying to plead his case to the referee there, but you're always going to lose that battle there.
There's no review here. Even though we do have a camera, there is no review. Even though review would probably I wouldn't say save time, but it would save a lot of hair from being ripped out in some cases, I would say. Here's the snap. Nice kick. A lot of airtime on that one. Initially hits around the 30-yard line and gets Louisiana Christian bounce at about the 29-yard line, and that's where the Steers will take over. First down and 10. Downing that kick for Louisiana Christian, number 29, Colin Foy, sophomore linebacker from Monroe, Louisiana. As the Steer offense marches back onto the field, they take over 1st and 10 from the right hash of the 29-yard line. Texas College going 4 and out on back-to-back offensive drives. Louisiana 1 for 2 in scoring opportunities here. Their very first drive, they scored on a Palmero 30-yard touchdown throw. As you just saw moments ago, they had to kick the football back to the Steers now. Let's see if they can try to respond and get on this board with 4:04 left to go. 2 slot receivers for Sattler. Running back to his right. Takes a snap. Steps up in the pocket. He's immediately met by pressure, and he's going to be sacked at around the 25-yard line by guess who? Number 0, Michael Lattin. Lattin has had an amazing game already that's been giving Sattler fits all afternoon long. There seems to be a timeout taken, and we'll take it with him. 3:48 left to go. Texas College 0, Louisiana Christian nothing. Back after this break, you're watching Sooner Athletic Conference football on the Antler Sports Network.
Hey, who are you?
Oh, hey, Jeff, I'm a car thief.
What?
I'm here to steal your car because, well, that's my job.
What?
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 It happens. And you got cut rate car insurance? Paying for this could feel like getting robbed twice. So get Allstate. And be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
After the timeout taken by Coach Jarrell Jackson, the Steers come back onto the field after Lattin dropped Sattler for a loss of around 5. It'll bring up 2nd down. And around 14 to go, TC already showing that they're able to run the football with 3:48 left to go. But Louisiana Christian and their defensive front standing tall against this Steer offense. Let's see if this continues. Jared Jones came Overstreet in the Kelly's Tattoo broadcast booth. That Sattler takes a snap. Got a man across the middle. It's picked off. Intercepted by Louisiana Christian. Great job by the corner to get in that small little pass window that Sattler gave him. Interception by number 3, Jatavion McGee. Graphic design major sophomore comes up with a marvelous interception, and Louisiana Christian will take back over 1st and 10 already in Steer territory.
Yeah, under pressure, you don't want to make those kind of throws, make those kind of late decisions. Sometimes you might actually want to take the sack. There, I would say take the sack there, but forcing the ball in there, that's not what you want to do there, and that's why you get the interception thrown.
Louisiana Christian marches back onto the field now after the beautiful interception from McGee. 1st down and 10. Clock sitting at 3:52 now. Louisiana Christian on their 3rd offensive drive, looking to go 3 for 2, getting into the end zone now. Palmero has a back and a tight end, and slot receiver at the top of your screen. He hands it off to Briscoe. He turns the corner, gets to the outside. He's got the first down and looking for more. Pushes the Steer defender off of him and move the chains. First down yet again for Louisiana Christian. And here we go again. The same story for this LCU offense. Early drive, big-time plays.
Yeah, they are always going to break away from that. And a lot of the times they actually start off with the run, whether it be from the quarterback or the running back, and it usually does positive yards. They haven't had a lot of negative yards this game to speak of.
First down and 10 after the big-time Palmero run. Ball's on the 26-yard line. Man in motion, it's Smith. And after Briscoe again, breaks a couple tackles as he marches up the field. That's going to be a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats as they continue to use this run game off the back of Briscoe. And also, you have to forget Palmero can run the football as well. This is one thing we've seen Texas College face, not just through conference, but this entire season. They're facing these dual-threat quarterbacks, and these running backs are able to get big chunks of yardage with 2:48 and counting left to go in this first quarter. Here's Palmero, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looking to his right. He's got a man on the outside. Pass was intended for Dunn, and it's incomplete. Great job down the stretch for this Texas College secondary to hold down these Louisiana Christian receivers as they've done a majority of this year. The secondary really hasn't been a point of concern for this TC defense.
Yeah, the secondary breaks down a couple times. What secondary doesn't? So this secondary here, obviously for Texas College, has been showing out tremendously, especially my favorite Cooper over there. No fly zone Coop.
I think that might be your favorite nickname. Other than the bowling ball or medium Ben or baby Ben or whatever we call it, Sattler. A lot of nicknames over on the Texas College Steer roster. Here comes Palmero, takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. Could be an option play. He's met well behind the line of scrimmage. He gets brought down after a big-time loss. That's a loss of around 7 to bring up 4th down.
Whether it was by accident or on purpose, it was a perfect way that he got in between the running back and the quarterback there, because that right there was an option where he could throw the ball over or he could fake him out and run it with there. He cut that off, and he got the tackle from the quarterback and stopped him from being able to pitch it to the running back.
Palmero faked the pitch. Seemed like he wanted to try to get it out. That was definitely the design play. But the Steer defense said no dice, and now they're facing 4th and 11. Check that 4th and 12. And about the 28-yard line now. This presentation of Steer College football is brought to you by East Texas Benefits, local knowledge you can trust. If you'd like to advertise on the Antler Sports Network, go online to antlersn.com/advertise to get your business sponsored. And Palmero reaching for extra yards. Couldn't get it. Turnover on downs. First down, Texas College with 1:40 left to go. But their backs are against the wall here. Not the best field position. But this is pretty much where they started all their offensive drives, majority of this ball game. They've been able to march up the field, even though their last possession, they did go 4 and out.
Yeah, being back here, you just got to play how you played the first drive. Get the perfect amount of run, perfect amount of pass. It's easier said than done, obviously.
Most definitely, especially in an offense that I feel like is a pretty difficult offense to learn with head coach Drill Jackson. Yeah, it's a very spread offense, but there's a lot of gadget plays in there, a lot of misdirection, a lot of quarterback keeper opportunities for Sattler in this offense, a lot of avenues this offense can take. So I can understand if it takes a little while to learn, and I guess that's why I'm in the booth and they're on the field. I know I can do, especially in this cold weather. Gotta love Texas climate. 1:40 now. Sattler puts a man in motion. He crosses his face. He takes a shotgun snap. Has a little bit of extra protection. He gets hit. Makes a throw. Pass intended for. I can't tell really who was intended for, but that'll bring up 2nd down as he gets hit as he thrown. And Sattler continued to take in the hits that he's been taking all season long.
Yeah, those type of hits, they actually take a toll on your body.
They add up, most definitely.
Yeah, those that many amount of hits in one season. Not a lot of quarterbacks actually survive with that. Sattler's been getting right back up and bouncing right back to the line right there. He's a soldier.
Now the camera doesn't really do you justice, but we've been face to face with Sattler. He's a big kid. He's a real big kid.
That's why we call him Baby Ben.
Medium Ben. Do we call him medium?
Yeah, medium. He's medium Ben now.
He's upgraded from the last time we gave him this nickname. It's 2nd down now for the Steers after the Sattler incompletion. Takes a snap, looking left. Checks that looking right out. Cooper downfield, and he almost makes the one-handed grab. Can't haul it in. And that'll bring up 3rd down. Cooper with an amazing opportunity to make a huge play, just couldn't haul it in. Identical to the last time Sattler targeted Cooper a little bit farther down the field, no less. But the Sattler incompletion will bring up 3rd down. It is good to see that these wide receivers always find a way to get separation just a little bit. Either the pass is too short or the pass has too much mustard on it. And the woes continue for Texas College, leaving chicken on the bone, as I like to call it. That's big-time yards left off the board for TC. 1:29 now in the first quarter. 3rd down and 10 after the incompletion from Sattler. Sattler takes a snap. Immediately met by resistance. Gets out of the pocket. Here's Baby Ben. Now he's going to take it himself. Has a block of field and slides. That's got to be a flag. I would feel if that's a flag. Sadler did give his body up, but just short. No flag there as an offensive lineman from Texas College is not happy. And there goes the flag. And here comes a little bit too much now at this point. We understand that was a flag, but you just have to move on as Coach Jackson's already on the field, breaking up his players and eliminating any need for any extracurriculars. Now, Sadler, I feel like that should have been a flag call.
Yeah, he's already in the solid position to go down that low and make helmet-to-helmet contact and there not be a flag. That's horrible refereeing right there.
And I usually don't like breaking down the officials because I know they do their best. But that call, that has to be called, especially if he's already given his body up. And that dangerous of a hit, that could take a toll on a player. Quick timeout taken, and we'll take a break too. Back in 30 seconds on the Antler Sports Network.
The rules of the road must be taught the proper way to ensure the highways and byways of the great state of Texas are safe for generations to come. If you're a teen or young adult looking to gain a license or just looking to refine your knowledge and skills, Tyler Rose Driving Center is the gold standard to getting the best behind the wheel results no matter your age or experience. Schedule classes over the phone at 903-535-7777. Tyler Rose Driving Center, located in the Green Acre Shopping Center next to Little Caesars, committed to safety, satisfaction, and service with a smile.
The official still talking about what the calls could be. I feel like anybody that knows football or even is sitting in this stadium, whether you know football or not, it's got to be a targeting call. It has to be a targeting call. And we talked about this during the break as a sportsmanlike conduct penalty called against Texas College. It'll pretty much negate Sadler's effort there. And you love to see Sadler run because you never really see him run that much. So when he does, it's almost a spectacle.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was going to stay there and look for the pass for him to get those legs past that line of scrimmage there. It's always happy to see him being able to move out the pocket and run with that.
But this run pretty much gets negated entirely with a sportsmanlike penalty called against Texas College, and that's I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. Maybe they saw something that we didn't, but from this angle, I feel like we might have had the best angle here with us being on the home side of the field. I feel like that was an easy targeting call, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, I assume. Third down and probably the county line to go after the penalty. That'll push Steers back to the 5, their own 5, mind you. As Sadler and company march back on the field. Pretty big hit pick taken there by Sadler, but the kid seems to be okay. Clock rolling now, minute 15 and counting. Sadler takes the shotgun snap. They're going to run the football now. Gets up the middle. He's immediately popped. It gets a couple of extra yards. That's going to be a gain of around, let's call it 8, almost 10-yard gain there. And that'll bring up fourth down, of course, for Texas College. They're unable to get that much yardage back, no matter how electric our offense is. That's a long distance to travel. 52 seconds left and counting. Fourth and 20, as you could probably hear the PA announcer say. That's a lot. That's a big chunk of change to try to get back in one play. No matter how fast your receivers are, no matter how able we've seen them to get off the line of scrimmage quickly, as the clock continues to roll, 25 seconds now. Low snap, and he's going to be a fake. Tries to get out of the end zone, and that's going to be safety most likely. And are they going to call it a safety? I'd assume so. It was brought down to the end zone, but they're going to mark it right at the goal line. They're pretty much going to mark them halfway between the 1-yard line and the goal line with 19 seconds left. And that'll bring up first down, and I don't even want to say first down and goal because honestly it's shorter than that. 19.3 seconds left. And first down and a sniffle away from the end zone. Louisiana Christian will take back over on offense and what could be the last play of this first quarter.
I don't want to be a fortune teller here, but I can guarantee you this is probably going to be a run on the first play.
Who knows? I know during our broadcast of Steer Athletics, we've definitely been surprised from no matter who is on the field. We have been set aback many a time so far this year in our final broadcast of the Texas College football season. Jared Jones came over to the Kelly's Tattoo broadcast booth. It's first down now. First down and a sniffle. Let's call it that. Not first down and goal. First down and a sniffle. Palmero hands it off to Briscoe. He spins into the end zone and touchdown Louisiana Christian. That might be the easiest drive summary ever produced in the history of football. One play, 2 seconds, half a yard carry for Briscoe, and he expands his lead to 13-0 with 14 seconds left.
I think that actually might work in Texas College's favor that it wasn't a safety. You give them 2 points and then they get the ball back. There have been you actually kind of struggle stopping them on offense. This might actually have been the best positive result of that punt there.
Field goal is through the uprights and good. Your new score with 14.9 seconds left to go. Louisiana Christian 14 at Texas College nothing. Back after this break, you're watching Steer Football on the ASN.
I'm the play-by-play announcer who's in your ear all game long. And the more praise I heap on your team, the more excited you get. Touchdown! Now, you don't hear the upstairs toilet overflowing, and I don't mean with confidence. You wanted a bowl season? You got a bowl season. And if I could show up on game day, imagine what could happen the rest of the week. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Kickoff brought to you by HTO and Tyler, your hometown drink stop, an official sip of the Antler Sports Network. That sounds pretty good right now. Nice HTO sweet tea. No matter how cold it is, it's always good to stop by HTO, official sponsor of the Antler Sports Network. As the wind blows over the football here, very windy here at Milborn Field. Jared Jones, Cam Overstreet in the Kelly Sat 2 broadcast booth as Louisiana Christian and Briscoe score on their last possession after the sportsmanlike conduct penalty sets them up at about the half-yard line, giving us our current score of 14-0. Louisiana Christian here to kick things back off. Line drive kick, plenty of distance. It's fielded about the 15-yard line. And here come the Steers. Cuts up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles. He's still up, gets about the 35-yard line. Great kick return there as a orange Louisiana Christian helmet flies off, and the Steers will take back over 1st down and 10. Cam, what are you expecting from the Steers on offense so far? What do you want to happen for Texas College?
Nothing that they've already shown, really. They've already shown how good their run game is today. This is probably the best I've ever seen the run game run all year. And their passing game, even though Saller's under pressure that we're used to, he's actually making some pretty good passes. So just keep doing what you're doing.
I know you talked about off the air. You want Texas College to punch just one good time.
They need one punch before this quarter, before the halftime.
8 seconds now. It's probably going to be the final play of this quarter. Sadler, high snap. Looking for a man downfield, has a man across the middle. It's Hookfin, and the official almost playing defense there as Hookfin tried to cut across the middle on a slant route, just didn't have enough space, and that'll bring up 2nd down with 3.3 seconds left to go. We've seen more and more referees be in the way of plays here. Just ask Cardinals fans.
Yeah, the referees are out there playing defense better than some of the linebackers these days.
I know back at our broadcast a couple of months back in our high school football stream and from Lufkin High School between the Lumberton Raiders and the Tatum Eagles, we saw a referee get popped in around the 3rd quarter. That referee didn't get hit this go-around, though. 3.3 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. 2 slot receivers here for Sadler. He's got a back to his right. Takes a snap. Looking left, looking right this time. He's got to get out of trouble. He does. Tries to throw it to his running back. Back didn't even turn around along the flat, and that'll end our 1st quarter of play as Coach Jackson isn't happy. We'll take a break. 1 quarter in the books. Your score, Louisiana Christian 14, Texas College nothing. Back after this break, you're watching Sooner Athletic Conference football on the Antler Sports Network.
The rules of the road must be taught the proper way to ensure the highways and byways of the great state of Texas are safe for generations to come. If you're a teen or young adult looking to gain a license or just looking to refine your knowledge and skills, Tyler Rose Driving Center is the gold standard to getting the best behind the wheel results no matter your age or experience. Schedule classes over the phone at 903-535-7777. Tyler Rose Driving Center, located in the Green Acre Shopping Center next to Little Caesars, committed to safety, satisfaction, and service with a smile.
Hey, who are you?
Oh, hey, Jeff, I'm a car thief.
What?
I'm here to steal your car because, well, that's my job.
What?
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 It happens. And if you got cut rate car insurance, paying for this could feel like getting robbed twice. So get Allstate. And be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
2nd quarter of play here at Milborn Field. as the Steers are already down 14-0 early on here, but have an opportunity to score. Third down now facing Texas College at the 35-yard line to open up the second quarter. Here Sadler takes a snap, has a man across the middle, but is batted down at the line of scrimmage. This is the second time we've seen a pass Matumbo'd away with 14:55 left to go. And the Steers will bring out the punting unit yet again as another empty possession goes into the books for Texas College. On the defensive SWAT there for Louisiana Christian is number 91. We don't have a number 91 on our roster. He's not on appear to.
This is like we have one.
Try to get recognition for the young men there on the fantastic defensive play as CC will kick things back off. The drive stalls yet again. That's 4 straight 3-and-outs for Texas College already this afternoon. Low snap, gets the punt away quickly. It's a pooch kick almost. Takes a bounce around the 50. It goes out at the 41-yard line. And Louisiana Christian will take over 1st and 10 with solid field position yet again. Let's see if the Steers can try to get a stop on defense. What do you think their defensive game plan should be, Cam, with 14:48 left to go in this first half?
Focus on the run. The run is what's killing you the most. They've been able to put it through the air a couple of times, but the run is what scares. What has to be scary for this Texas College defense. So stop the quarterback, focus more on the quarterback and the running back, and make them force it through the air. That way we can see what the cornerbacks can make of in this game.
First down at 10. Officials mark it at the 42-yard line. Be sure to keep it here. Cam and I, and also Christopher Jones, our sideline reporter, will sit down and discuss what we saw from both of these teams at the conclusion of this first half. There's an early run yet again. Speak of the devil, first down, big-time gain. That's a gain of 8, and it's going to be second down. The early drive impact plays continue for Louisiana Christian. I would say that's been the biggest aspect of their game, not necessarily a specific player or specific player formation. It's just the fact that on first and second down, they're averaging around 4 to 5 yards per play from scrimmage. Here's Briscoe, takes a snap. Handoff yet again up the middle. He's got the first down and more. Brought down by multiple Steer defenders as they swarm around the running back McKnight on that last carry. The 5'10", 195-pound running back. A transfer from Abilene Christian. That's interesting. From Abilene Christian, you go from a Wildcat to a Wildcat.
Yeah, not a change of mascot there at all.
Carry's good for a first down at 10. They continue to move the change. Clock rolling now. 13:53 left to go in this second quarter. Louisiana Christian up 14-0. Here's Briscoe now. McKnight is back. Lone receiver at your bottom of your screen is number 88, Jacob Ganto. It's going to be a keeper yet again for Briscoe as he gets a solid gain of around 5, and that'll bring up second down and medium. There it is again, a gain of 5 on first down. I feel like Louisiana Christian has pretty much cloned their offensive game plan, so almost every single possession is exactly the same. 13:20 county left to go in the second.
Yeah, either a run from the running back or a run from the quarterback there. They haven't had much on first and second downs. They haven't had much of a negative yard. They haven't seen much of their negative yards on those plays. They always get 5 or more.
Here's Briscoe in the gun. One receiver. Handoff yet again to McKnight. Check that new running back in this time. The back is Dalen Charles getting his first carry of the game. And that'll be good for a gain of around, let's call it a gain of 4. And that'll bring up third down and 1 to go. Maybe even the length of the football, third down and even shorter. And I'm not a betting man, not for college football anyway, but I'd say there's probably going to be a handoff or a quarterback keeper. That carry from Charles was a gain of 4. Setting up this third down and short. Briscoe with Charles to his right. Puts a man in motion. Takes a snap. It's a handoff to Charles. He gets the first down, and he's got space up the field at the 20, the 15, 10, 5, goal line. Touchdown, Louisiana Christian. 37-yard run for Dalen Charles. The Lake Arthur High School graduate gets into the end zone and makes it 20-0 with 12:06 left to go in the second.
Yeah, that run game is something serious there. I don't think he was even touched that play there. Making it seen the hole, and he hit the hole, and there he goes, touchdown.
Here we await the PAT now. Done with the hold. The kick is up high through the uprights and good. Your new score, 12:06 left to go in the first half of play. Louisiana Christian Wildcats 21, the Texas College Steers nothing. Back after this break on the Antler Sports Network. Kickoff presented by HTO in Tyler, your hometown drink stop, and by Thompson Tire and Services in Tyler, official sponsors of the Antler Sports Network. After the run from Charles, the 31-yard run from Charles, that gives us our current score, 21-0 with 12:06 left to go in this second quarter of play. Here to kick things back off for the Wildcats is Martinson. Texas College, and of course in their traditional all-purple home uniforms with the matte purple helmet. Gold numerals, white trim. And the kickoff is a line drive kick. That's a booming kick. This is going to be fielded about the 8-yard line. And the Steelers will take this one out. Cutting across the middle. Turns the corner. He's got space if he can turn upfield, and he does. Gets to the 40-yard line and steps out of bounds. First down, Texas College after the big-time play. And this is where the speed of Texas College comes in. Special teams, specifically the return game. This will be a great opportunity for Texas College to start in field position that they really haven't had for the majority of this game with 11:57 left to go in the second.
Yeah, the return team is actually playing pretty good right now. He's gotten to past the third, I think, almost every time he has a chance to get a kickoff return. And it's like he's barely even running out there.
Here comes Sadler. They'll take over and go to work at the 40-yard line now. Sadler, bunch receivers at the top of your screen. High snap. It's a handoff up the middle. He's got space. Turns the corner. Tries to launch across midfield. That's going to be a gain of 8. Second down and short for Texas College. And there goes the run game yet again.
Yeah, the running game is going to play a very important role in this drive. And he's running fast and hard. I don't think he has the intention of stopping until he gets past the line of scrimmage every time he has the ball.
McGowan on that last carry. Running back coach Greg Nobles for Texas College definitely has to be pleased with McGowan's play so far. Here's Sadler takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff to McGowan again. He comes back across the middle. He's trying to get across midfield. Forward progress might give him a gain of 1, and that's all they'll give him. Great job by Louisiana Christian to meet him at the line of scrimmage and try to push him back to not let him get across that line marker to gain on the tackles at defensive end. Big man numbers, 96, 6'3", 285 pounds. Amar Lewis from Houston, Texas. Bring up third down and short for Texas College. Now this decision time. Now, if I'm Louisiana Christian, I'm expecting a run. But if you're head coach Earl Jackson, you don't want to be too predictable with your offensive play calling. Sadler takes a snap. It's a handoff to McGowan. He's met behind the line of scrimmage. Lattin brings him down after the loss of around 4. And McGowan there, one of his first negative plays. And that'll bring up a fourth down and short for Texas College. Fourth down and around 4 to go.
Yeah, Lattin hasn't seen a lot of negative yards this game, and that might have been the first, and hopefully it was the last. Lattin there was around the corner before the play even hiked right there.
Back on the field now, the bowling ball. Number 22, Williams now getting his first action on the field. And this is the beauty of this running back battery for Texas College. Plenty of guys that have speed, not necessarily giving up a lot of size either. Sadler takes a snap. Throws across the middle for Cooper yet again, and they still haven't connected. Sadler is 0 for 3 when targeting Cooper. And that's a turnover on downs, and now Louisiana Christian starts off with amazing field position with 10:03 left to go. Texas College unable to convert there on fourth down. Only fourth down conversion they've been able to successfully attain was earlier in the first quarter on their first drive. Offense has pretty much stalled out since with 10:03 left to go in this first half of play. Louisiana Christian will take back over first down at 10. Ball's on the 47-yard line. Here's Palmero. Puts a man in motion. Both teams stacking the box now. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to the outside. No, check that as a fake. Handoff up the middle. It's even fooled me there. It's going to be a first. No, they're trying to still march in the ball. Football comes out. Texas College says they have it. Louisiana Christian says they have it. Official marks them down, however. It's going to be second down after the carry yet again is halted. The fumble opportunity is taken away from the Steers' hands there on that last carry for Louisiana Christian. We're going to call that, we're going to say it was number 6, Cannon Leon, excuse me.
Yeah, the quarterback trying to stick the ball out, trying to get the first down. Shouldn't have did that. That was not a good idea there, and they smack it down but couldn't get on top of it.
Bowens on that last tackle is going to be second down and 4. Almera puts a man in motion, takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff yet again up the middle. It's Charles yet again. He gets the first down and more. This is 3 running backs that we've seen for this Louisiana Christian offense that is able to punish almost any defense. Very Texas Wesleyan-esque offensive game plan for the Wildcats, I would say. 9:20 and counting left to go. Fresh set of downs now for the Wildcats. First down and 10. Palmero getting the side, looking for the sideline for the official call. Charles' back is to his left. Slot receivers, Leon. They're going to get to the outside, has a man in the flat. He's got a first down and more, turns upfield, breaks a tackle, almost breaks another tackle, but gets at the 20-yard line. That catch hauled in by Louisiana Christian tight end. Check that wide receiver, number 83, Sammy Feaster, feasting on every yard that he can gain there after breaking that first tackle. First and 10, LCU.
Yeah, not a lot of passes this game from LCU side. There was a nice pass, and it was actually supposed to be just a medium game, but the wide receiver did a good job there of actually breaking a couple tackles and then turning it into a pretty chunk of more gains.
First down now after the Feaster reception. Back in at running back is Briscoe now. Feaster is the lone receiver at the top of your screen. Takes a snap, gets across the middle. He's got space. He's immediately popped as soon as he catches the football, and both players a little slow to get up, and that was a risky hit there for the Texas College secondary, but prevents them from getting too much yardage, although it is a gain of 7 as we cross the 8-minute mark in the second quarter of play. That's second down now. The reception made by number 88, Jacob Gano. Second and 3 now for Louisiana Christian. Texas College trying to keep the Wildcats out of the end zone. Darbin in motion. It's Briscoe now. It's a handoff up the middle. He's going to maybe get to the original line of scrimmage, and that's where the officials will mark it. The Texas College defense holding firm on second down, and that'll bring up a big third down for the TC defense and the LCU offense. 7-16 and counting now in the second quarter.
There's a big opportunity for the defense to make a stop here and hold them to 3. I don't know. Maybe LCU might actually go for it, but third down, this is very crucial.
Here's Briscoe talking to his backs. It's Leon and Briscoe at the backs now. Palmero keeps it himself. He's going to try to truck a Texas College defender. It's going to be just enough for a first down. He's going to get a yard extra. And he gets to the 10-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10 at Texas College. Check that, first down and 10, Louisiana Christian after the quarterback keeper. It's going to be first down and goal after the carry, after the quarterback keeper. Palmera has a man in motion. Fakes the jet sweep. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Briscoe. Briscoe gets brought down after gaining about 4. And that'll bring up second down and goal for Louisiana Christian. Briscoe and the rest of this running back core has pretty much been the beating heart of this LCU offense so far. Texas College able to get stops at opportune times, is not really able to bring up multiple stops down the stretch. There's definitely something that might need to tweak with 5:46 and counting left to go in the first half. 21-0 your score. Louisiana Christian scoring on their last 2 drives. They've only had 1 empty drive out of their 4 so far this afternoon. Texas College getting as deep as around the 35-yard line, but still forced to punt it away. Here comes the handoff. This time the handoff goes to McKnight. McKnight barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. .526 left to go as McKnight barrels his way into the end zone to increase the LCU lead to 27 unanswered points. Awaiting the snap, trying to force a false start here, and that seems like exactly what they've gotten. That'll probably make this PAT just a tad bit harder for Louisiana Christian. Texas College has tried to get the Wildcats to jump off sides pretty much all afternoon long, now finally able to do so. Still waiting for the official call from the officials. I know it's going to be a false start, however. I really see what the discussion could be over. Maybe they saw something else that they wanted to acknowledge or talk about.
Maybe neutral zone infraction, maybe.
Most likely. It's a false start called against Louisiana Christian. That'll push this field goal back just a tad bit more. This will be a 19-yard PAT. PAT is almost blocked, but goes through the uprights and good. And your new score with 5:26 left to go in this first half of play. Louisiana Christian 28, Texas College nothing. Back after this break, you're watching Steer Football on the ASN. This kickoff brought to you by Circle M Crawfish at Big Sandy. Circle M, official restaurant on the Antler Sports Network. After the touchdown run from Briscoe increases the Louisiana Christian lead to 28-0. The Wildcats will kick things back off. Jared Jones came over straight in the Kelly's Tattoo broadcast booth for the final game of the year for both of these teams to cap off homecoming week. The kick is line drive kick, almost a squib there, and Texas College comes back up with it. He's immediately popped at the 35-yard line. That'll bring up 1st and 10. A little bit of extracurriculars at the 45-yard line. It's a bad blood, not lost between these two teams. Be sure to keep with the Antler Sports Network as soon as this game concludes, as later on tonight we'll head back to Gus Taylor Gymnasium as the Steers take on the Eagles of Holy Patriot in men's college basketball action. Myself and Cam Overstreet will be on the call. Our second college basketball game of our 2022-2023 basketball schedule slate. 35-yard line. That's where the Steers will go back to work, 1st down and 10. 5:19 left to go in the first half. Sadler has McGowan to his right. 2 slot receivers to both sides. He takes a snap. Looking to the right. Pass was intended for a well-covered hook fin. And on the defense, they're almost getting yet another interception for Louisiana Christian. Was number 25, Cole Jones from Shirlington, Louisiana, a pre-law major, sophomore, 5'9", 165 pounds. Great job getting in front of Hookfin with just enough time, just not quick enough to come down with the interception. But either way, pass gets batted down, and it'll bring up 2nd down for Texas College after the incompletion.
Yeah, very, very sketchy throw there from Sadler there.
Sadler with 3 wide receivers to his right. Has McGowan to his left to block. He takes a snap. Now step up in the pocket yet again. We might see another Sadler run. He makes the throw, and that could be complete. Seemed like it might have been complete. Officials throw a flag. As officials are now going to talk about it just a bit. I don't know, that might be a 50-50 play, but I'd say he caught it.
Yeah, I say he coming down with that too.
Officials meeting at the 50, about the 50 or the 48-yard line. To maybe come to a conclusion here on what the final call could be. James McDonald on the reception, if it is indeed called a reception. But if I was an official, I'd say he caught it.
Very fair catch. He got under it as well, and he slid for it. Just wonder what the flag is on.
The flag was thrown pretty much as soon as McDonald made a play on the football. And one thing we can't say, it was incomplete. The officials ruled it incomplete. And I'll make it 3rd down and 10. No official call on what the flag was. Maybe it was waved off. And I'll make it 3rd down and 10 for Texas College after McDonald just couldn't haul it in. I guess they say it hit the ground or didn't really have full control of it. It's kind of hard to dictate what a catch is in almost any division of football.
Yeah, most definitely.
5:06 left to go in the second quarter now. Sadler takes a snap. Looking, met by resistance. Gets it out, one-handed catch, and it's incomplete. He might have had if he would have taken one more step, that could have been a completion there from McGowan, but can't get a full wrap on the football, and that'll bring up 4th down and 10.
Yeah, a lot of one-handed catches trying to be made here. Get 2 hands up, get the ball under security, and then go ahead and try to get the run in.
Sadler seems to be a bit off so far in this game. This is the same precision and accuracy that we're used to seeing from him so far this afternoon.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's in the right headspace here.
Steers looking to kick things off, punt things back to Louisiana Christian yet again. That's another empty possession for the Steer offense. Kick is almost blocked. It's a high kick yet again. Takes a pretty good roll, gets across midfield, but doesn't get much distance after. Probably should have been a roughing the kicker penalty, but no flag yet again thrown. Ball will be placed at the 40-yard line, and that's where LCU will take over 1st down and 10. Wildcats taking back over 1st down and 10 on the 40-yard line. Last drive was capped up by a 13-yard Briscoe touchdown run. Here's Palmero. Takes a snap. It's a handoff to Charles. He's immediately met behind the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a loss of 4. That's a big time. That's the first time we've really seen Louisiana Christian get stopped on an early down. Really all afternoon. We're used to seeing them get 4 or 5 yards on 1st and 2nd down, but this go around, -5 yards.
Speed there shown from the D lineman to get there before the running back can turn upfield is amazing.
Because Charles, one thing we've seen about Charles, if you give him that corner, he can definitely have breakaway speed. But the Texas College defensive front not allowing him to get to the second level. That'll bring up 2nd down and long. Palmero takes a snap. It's a handoff yet again to Charles. And Charles is going to get just about to the original line of scrimmage in gain 2. That's going to be a gain of 5. It's 3rd down and still 3rd down and long. If they get a big chunk of yardage there, but Texas College once again not allowing him to get to that second level and possibly get a 1st down. This is a big-time 3rd down for the Texas College defense with 3:50 and counting left to go in this first half of play. Palmero, the Wildcat offense trying to make the Steers jump and get their 2nd infraction penalty.
A lot of adjustment, I think, from both sides of the field right now.
Palmero takes a snap, looking downfield, and it's caught! He's still going upfield. It's a foot race. 10-5 brought down at around the 9-yard line. Initially hit at the 9-yard line, and they'll bring him down at the 5. Tosh Smith with a big-time catch.
Texas College bringing almost everybody in for that blitz. They couldn't get to the quarterback. He had a lot of time. There was a one-on-one matchup, and the cornerback fell, wide receiver making the catch, and he's able to break that for a couple of more yards.
First down and goal for Louisiana Christian. I want to say this is the second first down and goal that we've seen. Usually they've been in pretty much an open field every time they've scored or in the possessions with scored as we hit the 3-minute mark. Be sure to keep it here for the All-State Moody Agency Halftime Report. Our broadcasters Ryan Table and myself, Jared Jones, came over. Street and Christopher Jones will talk about what we saw from both of these teams and maybe give you some stats from the first half of play as the handoff goes into the end zone. Touchdown yet again, Louisiana Christian. 5-yard touchdown run is good for 6 from Charles. Speak of the devil. And that'll expand this lead even more. Now 34-0 with 2:49 left to go in this first half. Here to do the PAT kicking honors yet again is Hilburn. Hilborn gets the hold from Dunn, almost blocked yet again. The kick is high up through the uprights and good. New score, 2:49 left. The Wildcats starting to run away with it here. The Steers still have an opportunity, still plenty of football left. 35-0 back after this break. You're watching Sooner Athletic Conference football on the Antler Sports Network. Kickoff brought to you by Matt Oswald, a scouting report, the official recruiting platform in the Antler Sports Network. 2:49 left to go, 35-0. Louisiana Christian holding the advantage over the Steers here on homecoming. On the Antler Sports Network later tonight, we'll have college basketball action from Gus Saylor Gymnasium as the Steers look to try to go at least 1-1 in college hoops today as they will take on Holy Patriot University from Beaumont, Texas. The Eagles from South Texas as the kickoff is a line drive kick yet again. Takes a bounce and falls out of bounds. Flag will fly. Illegal procedure penalty call. Louisiana Christian unable to get the football before it goes out of bounds. This is the second time a kick has fallen out of bounds for LCU, not just in this quarter, but really in the entire half.
Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to get by kicking it that short. They're trying to get the up man to run the ball. The return has actually been kind of dangerous this game, so I think they're trying to get the ball away from him as much as possible as they can.
Well, the kicker has been able to get the ball to about the 5-yard line, maybe put a little bit more extra leg into it. He could have get in the end zone, maybe force a touchback. But that's what Texas College will take over 1st and 10 after the penalty from the 35-yard line. 2:47 left to go in the first half. Sadler McGowan back onto the field. 2 slot receivers, one of those receivers being Hookfin. Sadler, the Princeton High School graduate, takes a snap, looks to his right, he's got a man across the middle. It's his running back McGowan as he tries to turn upfield, makes 2 men miss, and he's got space across the middle, cuts across the numbers. He's along the sideline now. Stutter steps, goes out of bounds at about the 32-yard line, and McGowan already showing it as an early contender for a Thompson Tire and Services Player of the Game with a big-time catch, making 2 Wildcat defenders miss with a move and a half. I don't even want to say that was 2 moves, but first down Steers nonetheless.
Yeah, he dropped the first 2 passes there, finally get one, and we can see why he's very dangerous when he gets into open field there.
2:35 and counting now. Clock continues to roll. First down and 10 at the 35-yard line. Biggest play already so far for the Steer offense as McGowan highlight makes it 1st and 10. Here Sattler takes a snap, looking left. Immediately met by pressure. Got to get the football out now. He's going to be dropped at midfield, and that'll pretty much negate that entire reception there as Sadler's a bit slow to get up. A little bit slower than usual to get up this time, but he seemed to be up under his own power with a slight limp. This might be time for Hookfin to get back under center.
Seems like he's tired of picking himself up off the ground.
Really? Who can blame the kid? Who can blame the kid? You pretty much get hit around 5 or 6 times every game, not necessarily for sacks, but just rogue hits, getting hit as he throws. I get tired of it too after a while. Second down and Tyler High School to go for Texas College here. Sattler takes a snap. Looks across the middle to Hooks Fitton, his backup quarterback. He is going to gain around 5 at the 45-yard line. Forward progress will give him an extra yard or two. And it'll be third down. As Sadler comes off of the field, no, he just getting the call here from head coach Jarrell Jackson. He lumbers his way back to his offensive line. And really the last game of the season, really for any sport, is kind of as we get ready to cross a minute here, is the very last game. All the hits and bruises that you take, I kind of just almost succumb to them as the very last game of the season. Still third down and long, third down and 18. High snap. It's going to be a keeper, and he's going to be dropped right at the 50-yard line yet again. He pops the football back out. This is the first time we've seen that. Gives it to McGowan. As McGowan is tripped up, and Sadler saves what could have been a loss of almost 10. Instead, is going to be a loss of around 6. And fourth down now. Sadler, how did he get that football out? From this angle, it seemed like he was completely covered with 23 seconds of counting left to go. That was, I almost want to say astonishing, but that's almost befuddling. How did he get that football out?
Yeah, I don't know how he got that out. I think he had like a hand free, which is crazy, but it was still accurate even after he had a whole man in his face. So
it looks like that'll be the final play of the first half. As the clock winds down, the final buzzer sounds, and both teams will head into the locker room. And we'll take a short break before we get ready for our Allstate Moody Agency halftime show. We have a longer halftime break than usual as Texas College initiates their homecoming festivities. But your score after a half, Louisiana Christian 35, Texas College nothing. When we come back, it's the Allstate Moody Agency halftime report. You're watching Sooner Athletic Conference football on the Antler Sports Network.
I'm the play-by-play announcer who's in your ear all game long. And the more praise I heap on your team, the more excited you get. Touchdown! Now, you don't hear the upstairs toilet overflowing, and I don't mean with confidence. You wanted a bowl season? You got a bowl season. And if I could show up on game day, imagine what could happen the rest of the week. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Need to add some zip to your morning? Need something to get you through a busy workday? Or maybe something refreshing on a hot afternoon? Mudslingers of Tyler can get you a handcrafted drink for any occasion. Mudslinger serves fresh coffee and espresso roasted right here in East Texas by the Collie Dog Coffee Company. They have over 40 flavors you can mix into a custom coffee, soda, refresher, smoothie, or energy drink. They even offer tasty snacks if you need a quick bite. Ditch the big chain overpriced drinks for something locally owned and delicious. Find them on the Loop and Old True Highway by Green Acres Bowl. Follow them on social media for deals and updates. Mudslingers of Tyler. Local coffee, local connections.
This is the Allstate Moody Agency halftime report as we hit the halfway mark at Milbourne Field on the campus of All Saints Episcopal School as homecoming commences for Texas College. 35-0, LCU ahead here at the half. Jarrett Jones and Christopher Jones here, our first part of our Broadcasters Roundtable. Let's talk about the Texas College Steers. Down pretty big already so far. 35-0 isn't an insurmountable lead. But with the way the defense has been able to hold up this LCU run game, it's going to be a tough outlook to overcome. But looking on the bright side starting off here, Seth McGowan has been a breath of fresh air for this Texas College offense.
Yeah, I honestly would agree with you with that one because McGowan is definitely a hard runner. He had a couple of plays where I'm pretty sure he wanted those runs back, where the offensive line kind of failed him, but he's been hitting the holes. He's been finding the seams and he's been taking them. And he's a power runner. He's strong legs, and he's definitely a receiving back as well because he had a couple of catches for some positive yards.
He has about 2 or 3 receptions for at least 5 yards apiece already so far, and this is just the first half of play. McGowan is pretty much, I would say, might be one of the big keys that Texas College needed throughout the season. If they would have had McGowan in this current production, I feel like a couple of games might have been turned differently. Maybe even that win against Lyon College wouldn't have been just a 38-34 victory. It would have been 38-0. Who knows?
Possibly. But honestly, I feel like going into the second half, they need to focus more on the run game. Just a little bit more. Honestly, give Sadler a little break and get that O-line warmed up. It seems like they're out there cold. That's what it looks like to me.
I mean, I know I'd be cold, even though I have a lot more clothes on than football players typically do, but I know it's a little bit chilly outside. Chris, any more closing thoughts on the Steers?
Honestly, going into the second half is definitely win or go home right now, and you got to get up, get off your butt, and just take flight right now. It's you're down, but that's only more reason for you to get back up.
All right, Jared Jones, Christopher Jones for the first part of our Broadcasters Roundtable. This is the All-State Booty Agency Halftime Report. LCU up 35-0. Cam and I will speak about Louisiana Christian on the other side of this break.
Did you know you had a Texas State bucket list must-see right in the heart of East Texas? It's Circle M Crawfish in Big Sandy, Texas. Circle M is more than just crawfish. It's home to the best deep-fried catfish in town. There's something for everybody to enjoy, including chicken fried steak, burgers, and ready for game day wings. Circle M has everything you need to have a good time with the whole family, with a gated playground to keep kiddos entertained. Circle M Crawfish on State Highway 155 in Big Sandy, Texas, home of Circle M Rivalry Week. Golf utilizes True Golf simulators to cater to the avid golfer and those new to the sport. With True Golf technology offering advanced analytics. Feeling hungry? Try the Knockout Pizza, Parmesan crusted pretzel bites, or the T-Box tacos. Bring your own clubs for parties, corporate events, fundraisers, league play, and more. Take the green on 97 prestigious courses. Learn the game of golf from PGA Tour champion and Hallsville native Roy Pace. Enjoy a day out with friends and family with hourly passes and memberships available. Nippet Golf Longview, 414 West Loop 281. Need to add some zip to your morning? Need something to get you through a busy workday? Or maybe something refreshing on a hot afternoon? Mudslingers of Tyler can get you a handcrafted drink for any occasion. Mudslinger serves fresh coffee and espresso roasted right here in East Texas by the Collie Dog Coffee Company. They have over 40 flavors you can mix into a custom coffee, soda, refresher, smoothie, or energy drink. They even offer tasty snacks if you need a quick bite. Ditch the big chain overpriced drinks for something locally owned and delicious. Find them on the Loop and Old Troop Highway by Green Acres Bowl. Follow them on social media for deals and updates. Mudslingers of Tyler. Local coffee, local connections.
At the half. Louisiana Christian ahead 35-0 on the All St. Moody Agency halftime report. The second part of our broadcasters roundtable. This time with us is Cam Overstreet. Cam, let's talk about Louisiana Christian. They pretty much are an orange and blue version of Texas Wesleyan. Very run heavy and only pass the ball if they need to. Very minimal passing attempts for the quarterback. But if Palmeiro needs to get the ball out of his hands and make a throw downfield, we've seen so far, he can definitely do so.
Yeah, he's a very good quarterback. Almost as if, like you said, Texas Wesleyan, they only had to throw if they had to. They weren't really as good as this team is. This team here, when they put the ball in the air, you're going to know it, and they know that you know, and then you still can't stop it. Whereas the run game still can't be stopped whether you know it or not. So this team is very dangerous.
Now, let's also talk about what Louisiana Christian can do. I know it might be a tough, tall task, but let's try to struggle a bit. I know no team is perfect. What can Louisiana Christian do better in the second half?
Generally, just defensive-wise, really, the defense stepped up after the first drive. They gave a lot of yards in the first drive, and they found out what they needed to do, and they capitalized off that, and they haven't let up a lot really since then. And the offense is already perfect, so at this point, really, there's nothing else more that they can do.
And what have you liked the most to close things out? What have you liked the most from this LCU team on offense and defensive facets of the ball?
The game was obviously one of the trenches. Their O-line isn't letting a lot of stuff be stopped. So really, everything they're doing is amazing. They are playing good football, as we know of.
All right. After this side of this break, as the Tyler High Line band comes onto the field, we'll take a final break. When we come back, we'll try to have some stats for you, but we'll continue our halftime coverage. 35-0, Louisiana Christian ahead on homecoming weekend for the Texas College Steers. Back after this break, you're watching Sooner Athletic Conference football on the Antler Sports Network.
The rules of the road must be taught the proper way to ensure the highways and byways of the great state of Texas are safe for generations to come. If you're a teen or young adult looking to gain a license or just looking to refine your knowledge and skills, Tyler Rose Driving Center is the gold standard to getting the best behind the wheel results no matter your age or experience. Schedule classes over the phone at 903-535-7777. Tyler Rose Driving Center, located in the Green Acre Shopping Center next to Little Caesars, committed to safety, satisfaction, and service with a smile.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. Now, it might not get me there any faster, but hey, it gets me ready for football. Let's tailgate.
I can't go anywhere.
But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
You work hard to protect the things you love, your car, your home, and your financial future. East Texas Benefits will work just as hard to ensure your protection during these trying times. Our experts are trained to find the best policies tailored to any budget, but at the best insurance agency in Tyler by the people who make us who we are. Book a free consultation today at easttexasbenefits.com. East Texas Benefits, local knowledge you can trust. A Better Business Bureau A+ accredited business.
Back in the Moody Agency Allstate Halftime Report, presented by Allstate. Are you in good hands? Our very own Christopher Jones had an opportunity to speak with a couple of Steer players and coaches prior to kickoff, starting with Travis Hall.
All right, everybody. My name is Christopher Jones. I'm sitting right here, right next to Travis Hall, a senior, number 9, wide receiver, correct?
Yes, sir.
And this is going to be his last TC football game, and he's going to give you a rundown of how he feels about Coach Jackson and how much this game means to him.
First of all, I'm going to tell you how much the game means. The game means a lot to me. I've been doing this for a long, long time, and, it's really hard to say. My senior year is different from high school. Senior in college might be the last game. I don't know yet, but this is really a heartbreaker for me, and we're going to play hard tonight. And then for Coach Jackson, man, Coach Jackson got a wonderful thing going on here with TC, man. I really bought into his program. I really love him, man. And, shoot, he a diehard TC fan. He good for TC, and he good for the kids. I love you, Coach Jackson.
Now, one more question before I go. What is your expectations coming into this game as a wide receiver?
Oh, it's my senior night, homecoming night. I'm good for 3 touchdowns and a lot of yards and win the game for my last game out here, man.
A lot of yards. Hey, I'm going to hold you to it, man. Have a good game out there.
Thank you.
Next up, Christopher Jones spoke with Mac Devontae, a senior at Texas College, about new head coach Coach Jackson and the overall culture at Texas College.
You've seen all the coaches, you've seen all the different teams, you've seen all the different schemes. How do you feel about this football team and what Coach Jackson has done with it?
Me personally, just from being on this team and watching Coach Jack this year, he provides opportunity. He provides discipline, which is something that I feel like us as Texas College, we really needed. That was one of the main keys on why we weren't successful. We weren't disciplined. We weren't executing the plays that was given to us. Another thing, he's just been changing the culture and showing us how to grow as young men, young black men. So.
Finally, Christopher talked with Coach Cotton, an assistant coach for Texas College, prior to today's game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Christopher Jones, sitting on the sideline. It's right here, right next to Coach Cotton, the assistant head coach, correct? Yes, sir. And I'm going to ask him a couple of questions. So, number one, how do you feel about this game? How do you feel going into this game today?
Oh, this game, we're very energetic. We feel like we learned something from last week. We're going to come out, make routine plays, and get it done.
And going into practice to get prepared for this game coming up this week, how do you feel about the players going out there today? Do you feel very confident and 110% behind their skills today?
Yeah, I always feel confident behind the players. They got good energy, high energy. They stay positive. We had a good team meal, good energy on the ride here. They're going to come out and produce and show talent.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Cotton.
We'll come back. Second half action after the break.
The rules of the road must be taught the proper way to ensure the highways and byways of the great state of Texas are safe for generations to come. If you're a teen or young adult looking to gain a license or just looking to refine your knowledge and skills, Tyler Rose Driving Center is the gold standard to getting the best behind the wheel results no matter your age or experience. Schedule classes over the phone at 903-535-7777. Tyler Rose Driving Center, located in the Green Acre Shopping Center next to Little Caesars, committed to safety, satisfaction, and service with a smile.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. Now, it might not get me there any faster, but hey, it gets me ready for football. Let's tailgate.
I can't go anywhere.
But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. and your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
You work hard to protect the things you love, your car, your home, and your financial future. East Texas Benefits will work just as hard to ensure your protection during these trying times. Our experts are trained to find the best policies tailored to any budget, but at the best insurance agency in Tyler by the people who make us who we are. Book a free consultation today at easttexasbenefits.com. East Texas Benefits, local knowledge you can trust. A Better Business Bureau A+ accredited business.
MTC Beats.
Time for the second half of play from Milbourne Field on the campus of All Saints Episcopal School in Tyler, Texas. Texas College down 35-0 as a fresh 15 comes onto the clock, and we're set for second half action in the Sooner Athletic Conference. Jarrett Jones, Cam Overstreet with you. In the Kelly's Tattoo broadcast booth as Texas College tries to claw back into this ball game. Cam, Sears are down, but not necessarily out.
Yeah, there's a lot of time to make some good football out here. You know what I'm saying? The defense has that time to recuperate, talk about what they've seen, talk about what they need to do to stop it, and that's where defense wins championships. That's where they're going to have to take this game into the defense's hands.
Texas College with a pooch kick to open things off. Takes a bounce around the 25-yard line. Takes a pretty good bounce, but it's going to be taken back up by Briscoe. Briscoe turns around the corner, and he gets hit at about the 43-yard line, and that's where Louisiana Christian will take over in their first offensive drive of the second half of play. First down and 10. This Wildcat offense is led by quarterback number 4, Sal Palmero, and the multiple running backs of Briscoe and Charles and a couple of other running backs who sprinkled in. Almost 4 running backs so far this ball game. New quarterback in this go-round for the Wildcats. In now was number 15, James Powell Jr., the 6'2", 205 quarterback from Rayville, Louisiana. And a new running back might be as well as a couple of big personnel changes for the Wildcats. Handoff this time, it is a familiar name, Devin Briscoe. He gets up to the outside across the right hash, and gains about 6. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4 after the Briscoe carry. Briscoe gets to the 48-yard line. That'll make it 2nd down and, let's call it 2nd down and 5, almost 2nd down and 4. Now when it running back this time, number 2, Rob McKnight from Shreveport, Louisiana. Powell making adjustment at the line of scrimmage. He's in the gun. Puts a man in motion. It's done. It's going to be a handoff up the middle yet again to McKnight. And McKnight crosses the first down marker to gain and gains about 6 extra yards. And already first down yet again for Louisiana Christian after a big-time 2nd down run. The exact same thing that we've seen from Louisiana Christian is true so far throughout the second half as we hit the 13-51 mark. Big plays on early downs.
Yeah, a lot of things we noticed this whole season that every team has at least one other running back or maybe 2 or 3 that can come in. They won't miss a beat or they won't miss a step. And this right here is a prime example. He comes in, gets more yards or the same about as the first starting running back.
First down now from the Steer 44. Powell rolls out right. Tries to have a man downfield. It's done. Seems to push off, but it's going to be incomplete. No flag thrown. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now, Louisiana Christian already throwing the ball more than we expected them to. We would think they would just try to run this football and try to get out of here and just run this clock down and continue to do what's been working for them. But brand new quarterback taking a quick throw on first down. Incomplete, however, intended for done, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one more that is new quarterback trying to see what he can do with the ball in the air instead of just running it.
Powell puts a man in motion. Now a tight end. Dunn, the lone receiver at the bottom of your screen, one receiver in the slot. That slot receiver runs now. It's going to be a jet sweep. It's given to Smith. Smith tries to turn the corner, and he gets brought down after a gain of only 1. And the Texas College defense stands firm on 2 plays in a row. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Steer defense coming up with a big-time stop here on 2nd down. And now as the drive continues to fight on, let's see if Texas College can make plays down the stretch, especially on 3rd down. We've seen that Louisiana Christian has gotten most of their massive chunks of yardage on 1st and 2nd down. 3rd down, however, has been a bit of a mixed bag for the LCU offense. Let's see if Texas College has an answer for him. Takes a snap, looking right downfield. A flag thrown, intended for Dunn, incomplete. Great defense by guess who? Number 1, your favorite.
No fly zone Coop.
Flag thrown around the 49-yard line. Holding called against Louisiana Christian. That penalty is declined and will bring up 4th down for Louisiana Christian.
This is the defense we need to see from Texas College early on in the game, but it's better now than late, or better now and never. Right here, you got the defense down there. They makes a stop there off the pass. They're trying to put the ball in the air, and you get a penalty in your favor. Texas College offense has to come out here and capitalize off this.
And it seems like they will kick the football away here to do the kicking honors for Louisiana Christian. Number 86, Jalen Watkins. This seems like an 86. Some of these players have their jerseys rolled up. I guess they don't really care if we see their numbers or not. That's one of my, I don't want to say a pet peeve, but that's something that I've seen more often than not. Jerseys rolled up, making numbers pretty difficult to see. Pretty good kick if Louisiana Christian can get a hand on it in time, but it will be at about the 10-yard line. And the Steers will take over with their backs against the wall. They'll mark it 1st down and 10 from the 9-yard line. On the campus of All Saints Episcopal School here at Milbourne Field for the 2nd time this year. It is a nice, perfect, small, intimate little high school stadium. This is a high school stadium you'd see in your Road to Glory series on NCAA football games. Not too big of a stadium, but not too small of a stadium.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to see the jumbo schools. Sometimes a small stadium like this here is very good to play at.
That's what the backdrop, of course, the piney woods of East Texas being the beautiful setting for Milbourne Field here. We'll have to thank the guys over here at All Saints High School for allowing us to set up shop for the Kelly's Tattoo broadcast booth. Jarrett Jones came Overstreet, your commentary team for this afternoon. As Sattler takes a snap, it's going to be a handoff. Cuts back to the right side. He's got a little bit of space here. Turns upfield over across the 15. That'll bring up 2nd down and short for Texas College. The run game continuing to be the strong suit on offense. McGowan continuing his argument for Thompson Tire and Services Player of the Game with a rushing performance of his own, rivaling his Louisiana Christian counterparts.
Yeah, there he goes to the sideline. I think he has a minor.
He's clutching his wrist. We also seem to have a bit of a limp as well. That's a big-time blow taken. He does not seem to be okay. Might have to try to get our silent reporter Christopher Jones to get an update on his condition, but he hasn't gone over the trainer's table yet. So hopefully he gets back on the field in due time if he's healthy. Here's Sadler. Sadler looking across the middle. Incomplete. That pass was intended for Hookfin. Hookfin wanted a flag, but nothing thrown from the official. And that'll make it third down and short for Texas College. This is another big-time third down. I feel like we said that very often here. Texas College had plenty of opportunities so far with 11:40 left to go to convert on third down and set up, even extend their offensive drives that seem to have some promise, seem to have some good things going for them, but so far just unable to convert. And another Texas College player coming off of the field injured.
Hookfin's in at quarterback here.
This is going to be definitely interesting. Remember the last time we saw Hookfin come in suddenly under center? Had Arizona Christian on the ropes for the final couple minutes of that ball game. Here's Hookfin. It's going to be a handoff to McGowan. He's back on the field. He makes a couple of Louisiana Christian players miss. It's going to be a first down after the game at about 7. And here we go. Let's see if we have the same swing of offensive play that we've seen the last time Hookfin was in at quarterback. It's already no huddle now. Steers being a little bit quicker to get back to the line. Not in a full-blown no huddle, but not wasting any time.
Yeah, one thing I like to do is obviously, we like to compare people up here. I'm getting Adrian Peterson vibes from the running back we got back there. Adrian Peterson, he's a young AP here. Minnesota Vikings, Adrian Peterson, the way he's hitting the holes.
Seth Peterson or Adrian McGowan, either one, you be the judge. Hookfin puts a man in motion, takes a snap, looking, he's going to roll out, and here we go. Here's the TJ Hookfin show. He makes another man miss, spins out of bounds. Heck of a spin move there. Gains about 3 on the run, and it's going to be second down and about 7 to go. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Hookfin show has begun here at Milborn Field.
Poetry in motion is right there as he got a juke and a spin move there. Didn't even get touched.
Here comes Hookfin back under center. McGowan, the running back. 2 slot receivers. Louisiana Christian looking to rush 4. Hookfin takes a snap. Going to run it himself again. Makes another man. This comes up with the football. Louisiana Christian has it. And Hookfin with his first fumble, not just as a quarterback, but really as a player. We haven't really seen Hookfin cough up the ball too many times. Coming down with that fumble is the defensive back for Louisiana Christian, Benny Clark III from Houston, Texas, a graduate of Westside High School. Coming up with the fumble recovery for Texas College. Check that for Louisiana Christian. And that'll bring up first and 10 after Hookfin and company seem to have some kind of offense rolling, but that momentum has been completely halted after that fumble. Ten and a half left to go in quarter number 3. Back in at quarterback is Powell. Powell with the slot receiver. Dunn, the lone receiver at the bottom of your screen. It's going to be a handoff to the outside. He's got space. Might have gotten the first down. He does. He gets to the 15-yard line and move the chains. Another big-time first down play. This time, the guilty party is number 2, the running back, Drob McKnight. The Wildcats wasting little time to get back to the line of scrimmage. Powell back in the gun again. McKnight, lone running back now with a tight end to his left. Making a couple adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Takes a snap. Handoff. Makes a couple of steers, miss, spins out, tries to spin out of another tackle. That's going to be a gain of 6. That'll bring up second down and 4. That's another play of 5 yards or more on first down for Louisiana Christian. I wish there was an independent stat simply for first and second down yards from scrimmage, because I'm sure that would pretty much bring up a majority of their yards of total offense so far.
Yeah, they've been running really good on those first down and second downs every time they get after that. So it's really getting dangerous out here for this team.
Man in motion now. It's a jet sweep. No, it's a quarterback keeper. Powell gets hit at the line of scrimmage, but drags a couple steers with him. He's going to get a first down and more after the gain of 5. That'll make it first down and goal this time for Louisiana Christian.
I was waiting to see if they was going to actually run the ball with Powell, and it seems like they're not afraid to run an option with him either.
But one thing about some of these teams, even with Texas College as well, the playbook doesn't really change no matter what personnel is in at different positions. Here's Powell. McKnight moves to his right. Tight end in motion. Here's a quarterback keeper. It's a design draw, goes into the end zone, and steps his way for a Louisiana Christian touchdown. An easy 5-yard touchdown run for Powell. And the Wildcats of Louisiana Christian are looking across the half-century mark with 8:37 left to go in this third quarter. As we await the PAT, I'll extend this lead to 42. Dunn awaiting the hold. High snap. The kick, stutter steps, is through the uprights and good. Your new score, with 8:37 left to go in the third, Texas College 0, Louisiana Christian 42. Back after this break on the ASN. This kickoff brought to you by Hoop Star Academy Basketball Training. As basketball season is already underway for a majority of schools, and you want your son and daughter to get a leg up on the competition, go to Hoop Star Academy in DeMarcus Johnson, located in Flint, Texas, for all your basketball training needs. 8:37 left to go after the 5-yard Powell touchdown run increases the Wildcat lead. Need to kick things back off to the Steers. Not a lot of height on that kick. Fielded out around the 20-yard line. Cuts back to his right. Makes another man miss. Has a couple blocks upfield. And he gets pushed. Gets a Wildcat pushed into his own runner there. You see they're talking about it. A little bit of a mistake there. Never really seen that before. We've seen quarterbacks use offensive linemen almost like a sacrifice block. We've never seen a sacrifice tackle. I know that's my first time seeing it.
Yeah, that's probably my first time seeing it too. A little miscommunication there from the blocking.
Steers will come back, take back over 1st and 10, and as you pointed out, Sadler's back on the field after Hookfin's fumble in his last possession as the quarterback for Texas College. Here's Sadler now. Okay, 1st down and 10. McGowan to his right. 2-slot receiver, takes a shotgun snap, looking right, gets a throw downfield. He's got room, might have been just out of bounds. If the wind was blowing just a tad bit more to the right, that could have been a pretty solid throw there from Sadler, but falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Seems like there was a miscommunication there between the wide receivers there. Somebody might have ran the wrong route.
After the incompletion, that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Check that. Make it the 27-yard line. Sadler takes a snap, looking right. Gets the throw across the middle. He gets hit as he tries to catch the football from behind. The defensive responsibilities there going to Wildcat defensive back number 20, Jaheim Mitchell, as he gets in there pretty much in perfect time. As the receiver had plenty of time to come up with the football. Looks like he might have almost had it. Cooper on the intended reception there. And they'll make it 3rd down. Texas College just seemed to have stalled on this offensive drive. And maybe last game of the season, maybe give Hookfin some extra possessions at quarterback. As we spoke with him after the Louisiana Christian game, he did come here to play quarterback. So maybe even try to switch things up a bit, move some guys around, try to even build towards next season. That's the importance of the last game of the year, no matter what the scoreboard says. It's time to kind of see what you have, experiment with new things, and maybe even find a solution that you can take in the next season and generate some success with. As a flag is thrown, as the play clock hits 0, most likely going to be a delay of game penalty, and it is a delay of game penalty called against Texas College. That'll push them back 5 more yards and make this third down just a tad bit more difficult. Third down now after the delay of game penalty. Tatler takes a snap. Looking left, rolls out to his left. He's brought down as Baby Ben's on the move again. Always good to see Sattler running, especially after the couple of hits he took as he limped off the field the last time we saw him, but seems to be moving around a little bit better this go around, but it'll bring up 4th down for Texas College. It's easy here to pump things back to Louisiana Christian. Back deep for Louisiana Christian. The lone punt returner number 1, Tosh Smith, the senior receiver, doing kickoff return duties for LCU. Here's the kick. Sky-high kick. And it gets filled at about the 40-yard line by Smith, and that's where LCU will take over once again on the offensive end. A first down and 10, 40-yard line. Now for Louisiana Christian here, you're up 42-0, and you have both of your quarterbacks. And what do you expect from the Wildcats on this upcoming drive, Cam?
I think they're just going to try to get out of here, just run the ball a little bit, keep the clock going, make sure the clock doesn't stop. If they pass through the air, I wouldn't be surprised if they did so, but I feel like there's going to be a whole running drive right here.
Let's find out. First down and 10 for LCU at the 20. Texas snap is going to be a handoff to Briscoe this go around. He's running hard, but only he's able to gain about 4 yards. Texas College luckily able to seal up the B gap and the C gap that he was running towards, but not too big of a gain. Barely gets in the second level. After the gain of 3, they'll call it second down and 7. Powell looking across the sideline to head coach Greg Maddox. After the Briscoe run is good for 3 on the second down and 7 play. Texas snap. And after Briscoe again, he's still running. He's going to gain about 4 more, and that'll make it this time third down and short. Briscoe, I guess, once again, as we say this almost every broadcast, they can hear you from up here as they're just running the football with absolute ease with 6:26 and counting left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to do anything more spectacular, just trying to get the clock going so they can get out of here with this dub.
Louisiana Christian pretty much controlling the pace here. This could be a penalty flies from different positions here. Let's see what the official call will be. Offsides penalty called against Texas College. That'll advance the football with an automatic first down for LCU, so no need to even run the play to try to move the chains after this offsides penalty. Makes it first down and 10 and flips field position here as they cross midfield. Ball now down at the 48-yard line of Texas College. Powell takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's got a one-on-one matchup downfield, and it's almost caught, but a flag thrown. And this could be a pass interference call, a very questionable pass interference call, I'd say, especially with some of the contact that we've seen from the corner receiver matchups and safety matchups so far this afternoon. I don't really want to bash the officials, but that's a gutsy call. That's not what I would expect.
Yeah, a lot of hand checking from both sides of the party, from the wide receiver and the cornerback, but I usually don't like the calls they make when they come to those, because if they're both shaking hands, it should be just a fair game or a fair play there.
Interference confirmed call against Texas College. I don't think I too much agree with that call. With 5:55 left to go in the third, Louisiana Christian holding the 42-0 lead as Powell Makes a couple of changes out the offensive line. Takes a snap. Delayed handoff to Briscoe, and he gets popped after gaining 2. And a big-time hit there from the defensive line of Texas College. Doesn't gain too much there to make it 2nd down and long. This is one of the shortest first down plays we've seen from Louisiana Christian this afternoon.
Yeah, the defense is able to crash down and stop the run. Hopefully they can do it for the next couple of plays. They can get this offense right back on the field.
Second down and 8. Powell still in at quarterback. One slot receiver at the top of your screen. Takes a shotgun snap. It's going to be a handoff this time. To the outside. He might have gotten the first down. Maybe not a yard more, and the officials do say move the chains. It'll be 1st down and 10 on that last carry. Was Rob McKnight, as McKnight continues to show that he's another part of this 3 or 4 or 5, 6, however many headed dragon of this depth chart receiving section of the Louisiana Christian Wildcat offense. 1st down and 10 yet again. Ball this time on the 24-yard line. Check that, the 23-yard line. Here's Powell. He's going to drop back to pass this time. He's got a man downfield, and it looks like it's picked up. No! Almost had the interception. Was guess who? Number 1.
No-fly zone Coop.
Cooper just couldn't come up with the interception, but a great job by the cornerback Cooper to make a play on the football, as that'll bring up 2nd down for LCU.
Seemed like a common mistake by the quarterback. It seemed like he eyed that wide receiver the whole route, which made it easier for Cooper to bite down on that.
Second down and 10 from the 24-yard line. Check that 23-yard line. Powell takes a snap again. He's going to drop back to throw once more. Looking at the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Dunn. And Dunn looks like it seemed to be a bit of a miscommunication there. Dunn had cut in towards the middle of the field, and Powell seemed to try to get him back in the corner of the end zone. That miscommunication will bring up 3rd down and 10, and this has pretty much been Texas College's best defensive stretch on one particular drive so far this afternoon.
Yeah, they're putting the ball in the air, and that's one thing Texas College is known for, is playing some good cornerback defense out there. So let's see what they do in this play.
Powell taking their time. 4:19 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 10 seconds of counting on the play clock. Powell takes a snap. Looking left. Going to go to the back of the end zone. Again, incomplete. That's 3 straight incompletions. As this drive saw Louisiana Christian kind of deviate from their usual game, as a offensive lineman for Louisiana Christian a bit slow to get up. But either way, the incompletion will bring up 4th down and 10, and this could be an either field goal try or maybe just take one more strike into the end zone, or even at least just try to get a 1st down. 42-0 your score. Texas College down here on homecoming at Milborn Field. 4:13 left to go in the 3rd. Jared Jones came Overstreet in the Kelly's Tattoo broadcast booth in his final presentation of college football and Texas College Steer football on the ASN. Powell takes a snap. Looking, immediately has pressure, and he gets hit by multiple Steer defenders well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a turnover on downs. And TC stands firm on defense, forcing their first turnover on downs this ball game.
Yeah, great defense is standing right there. Now the offense have to go out there and go ahead and score right here, get the defense back on the field again, but it always sounds easier than it looks.
4:05 left to go. 1st down and 10 for Texas College after forcing the turnover on downs. Marching back on the field at quarterback. Looks like Sadler's back into quarterback. Hookfin over at receiver at the bottom of your screen. McGowan at Sadler's right. Takes a shotgun snap, and he's looking. Immediately met by pressure. He's got to find a Hookfin down the sideline, and The Steer sideline wanting a pass interference call, probably similar to what they wanted on the previous drive, but pass intended for Hookfin falls incomplete, and that'll make it second down with 4 minutes flat left to go in the third. Sattler takes a snap. It's a handoff to McGowan. McGowan gets to the outside, cuts back across to his right, and he's got a first down. Texas College has found a gem on offense, and running back Seth McGowan, where's he been all year?
Yeah, he has. I don't know where he's been all year. He's been hiding, but ever since he's played this game, positive yards have been coming from the run game ever since.
We'd love to see him throughout the season as to how he would have developed in this offense with Sattler, Hookfin, Cooper, and company. Plenty of offensive weapons the Steers have showcased. Just unable to really get into the end zone at critical points of the game. First out at 10. They'll take over from the left hash. Sattler takes the high snap. Looking across the middle. It's almost intercepted. I'd say that ball hit the ground, and that's exactly what the officials will say, too. Almost coming up with that interception was number 10, the defensive back, Ed Wilson. .322. 23, check that and counting in the third quarter.
Might have been another miscommunication there from Sattler to Hookfin on that one.
Result of the incompletion brings up second down. Hookfin in motion. Fakes the handoff. Looks like another miscommunication there. Sattler tries to get rid of the football, but couldn't come up with it. And once again, Sattler is dropped behind the line and is slow to get up. And at this point, I'd say just sit the kid down. It's the last game of the season. Keep your body intact. Sit him down for a little while. You have a fully capable quarterback on the sideline with Hookfin. Give Sattler a break. He's taken enough hits so far this year.
Yeah, in my eyes. You don't want to risk no heavy injury or nothing like that due to the last game of the season. Let Hookfin get some reps in.
On that last tackle was the defensive lineman, standing at 6 foot, 375 pounds. Wilbert Robinson, transferred from Riverside Academy on that last defensive play. As the play clock hits 0, get the snap off, and Sattler's dropped yet again behind the line. That's going to be a loss of around 6. That time on the play, in tandem with Robinson, will be DeMarco Collins, 6 foot, 310 pounds. This is a Division I-esque size defensive line for Louisiana Christian.
Yeah, they got some size out there. They got some height, and they obviously got the speed as they get another sack there.
Result of the play brings up fourth down yet again for Texas College. As the punt unit marches back onto the field, yet another empty possession for the Steers as we cross the 2-minute mark, now sitting at 1:53 left to go in the third quarter. High snap. High kick, not a lot of distance at all. Ball might have traveled around 15 yards, and Louisiana Christian will start well within Steer territory. They're going to mark it officially at the 35-yard line, and that's where Louisiana Christian will take it back over. 1st and 10 with less than 2 minutes to go as we get ready to surpass the 1.5-minute mark, 1:37 showing on the game clock. Here's Powell. Powell takes a snap. It's a handoff to the outside. He's immediately dropped behind the line here to finish off the running back drop. McKnight on that last carry was number 44, Stephen Ajibola, as he continues to show he's probably the best pass rusher, really just overall defensive player that this Texas College Steer defense has.
Yeah, he's always there on the play. He's always the first one to stop something. Well, not all the time, but he's always getting his name called, so he's always a good player to have on your defense.
He's always good for a big-time defensive possession. after the loss. That'll bring up second down and long. They'll call it 2nd and 15. Smith in motion. Cuts back out as a slot receiver. There's going to be a quarterback keeper for Powell this time. Powell's got room. Still going. He gets spun down without getting a first down, however. That's a gain of 17, and that'll move the chains yet again. A gain of 17 on guess which down? Second down. Another early down play, early drive, big-time play for Louisiana Christian.
Yeah, they don't really touch third and fourth downs a lot because the first and second down plays are always big gains.
First down now after the 17-yard quarterback keeper from Powell. Powell has a back to his right, 2 slot receivers, 1 to both sides now. Now he has 2 backs. Takes a snap. Handoff to the right side, crosses the right hash. That carry is going to be about a gain of 8. That'll bring up second down and short for Louisiana Christian. That handoff to Smith will end off our third quarter of play. Only 15 minutes left in this college football season. 42-0, Louisiana Christian ahead. Back after this break on the Antler Sports Network.
Hello, my name is Tarnisha.
My name's Anthony.
And we own Drip Like Jesus. Drip stands for devote, reach, influence people, just like Jesus did. Each one of our apparel has a scripture on the back that goes with the design. It's our cool way of spreading the gospel and looking fly.
We are located in Stonebriar Mall in Frisco and also online at www.driplikejesus.com. So feel free to go online and shop or come check us out in Frisco. And thank you for helping us spread the gospel.
The rules of the road must be taught the proper way to ensure the highways and byways of the great state of Texas are safe for generations to come. If you're a teen or young adult looking to gain a license or just looking to refine your knowledge and skills, Tyler Rose Driving Center is the gold standard to getting the best behind the wheel results no matter your age or experience. Schedule classes over the phone at 903-535-7777. Tyler Rose Driving Center, located in the Green Acre Shopping Center next to Little Caesars, committed to safety, satisfaction, and service with a smile.
I'm the play-by-play announcer who's in your ear all game long. And the more praise I heap on your team, the more excited you get. Touchdown! Now, you don't hear the upstairs toilet overflowing, and I don't mean with confidence. You wanted a bowl season? You got a bowl season.
Short break, second down and short after we conclude the third quarter. 15 minutes left to go now. Powell on the quarterback keeper. He tries to drag a steer defender off him, but no dice. He's going to lose around 5, and that'll bring up third down and long to go. Once again, the Steers force another early down stop or an early down negative yardage play as the clock continues to roll to 14:37 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cam, let's go ahead and decide our Times and Tire Services player of the game. I feel like it's a multiple-man race of the running backs. I'd say our 2 main competitors for either team is the entire running back core of this Louisiana Christian offense or the starting running back for Texas College, Seth McGowan. We'll try to decide that after this snap. Smith in motion now. Powell instructs him to go back out. He takes a shotgun snap, looking for Smith to his left. He's got to be brought down. No, he spins out of it, and he's got room. How did he get out of there? Cooper with the tackle. He gets leveled, and he gets inside of the 10-yard line for a first down and goal for Louisiana Christian.
That was like a magic show.
How did he get out of there?
I thought he was sacked, and then like out of nowhere, a spin move, and he's breaking free on like it's Madden 08.
I don't know. Chris Angel played for Louisiana Christian. That was a purely magical play to get out of there as we crossed the 14-minute mark. 13:55 and counting left to go after the carry is good for first down and goal for Louisiana Christian. Jared Jones, Christopher Jones, and Cameron Overstreet in the Kelly Tattoo broadcast booth. Final game of the football season on the Antler Sports Network. Here's the handoff from Powell again. It's to McKnight. McKnight takes the carry. He is going to gain around 3. He'll get to the 5-yard line, and that'll make it second down and goal. I feel like that's a perfect segue into our Times and Tire Service player of the game. I'll let you choose it this time. Very last time we do this for a football game for this year. Does it go to every single Louisiana Christian running back, or do we give it to McGowan?
I'm going to go with McGowan on this one, only because the running backs are doing their thing too, but a lot of the quarterbacks have been running the ball for them. The running backs have been running the ball for Louisiana, but Seth has been he's been a tone setter and a breath of fresh air for Texas College's rushing problems this whole season. This one game, he's solved it. So
Well, there we go. As Powell takes a throw into the back of the end zone. Did he catch it? No, he drops it incomplete. Smith almost had it. Check that. That isn't Smith instead of number 1. That is number 7, Micah Dunn. Micah Dunn almost made a highlight after that last play. Falls incomplete, however. 12:54 left to go in the fourth quarter. And our Thompson Tire and Services player of the game for the very last time this football season will go to Seth McGowan. Chris, we might have to get you down there and try to get an interview with him close to the end of this game. Sound good, buddy? All right, sounds good. 12:54 left to go in this fourth quarter. Here's Powell. Takes a snap on third down. He's going to throw incomplete into the middle of the field, and that'll make it fourth down now. Maybe field goal time if I were Louisiana Christian. But we've seen other times where teams you would expect them to kick a field goal, but still went for it, i.e. Arizona Christian a couple weeks back.
I know that pass had some heat on it. I would be mad at my quarterback. This weather right here, cold hands is not equal being a catch from a hot ball like that.
Powell takes a snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle into the end zone and touchdown Louisiana Christian to the joy of the LCU sideline. In for that carry, a number that we don't really see carrying the football, number 60. Never thought I'd see a running back at number 60. Dante Lewis, a psychology major, hailing from New Orleans, Louisiana, from De La Salle High School. 6'4", 280-pounder, going into the end zone for a touchdown and expand this lead now to 48-0. Here's the PAT. High snap. The kick is up through the uprights and good. New score. 12:42 left to go in this ball game. Your score, Louisiana Christian 49, Texas College nothing. Back after this break on the ASN. Kickoff presented by Kelly's Tattoos and Tyler's. Both teams come back onto the field. 12:42 left to go in this fourth quarter after the Lewis touchdown for 5 yards. Your score now 49 for Louisiana Christian. Texas College nothing here on homecoming night in Milbourne Field on the campus of All Saints Episcopal. I want to give another thank you to those guys for not only hosting the Steers, but hosting these Antler Sports Network broadcasts for the 2 games that we've done here this season. Kickoff is a high-arcing kick, not too much distance, fielded at around the 25-yard line. It's going to be taken by the Steers now. It's going to get bumped out of bounds at about the 35. Check that. Proceeded around the 25, go to about the 35. So around a 10-yard kickoff return for Texas College, and they'll take over 1st and 10. Sadler and his offense coming back onto the field. Be sure to follow us on social media, on Twitter at Antler_SN, on Facebook at facebook.com/Antler Sports Network, and go to our YouTube page and subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll be notified every time the Antler Sports Network plans to go live and does go live. You get a nice little 30-minute notification before we hit the air. Here, Sadler takes a shotgun snap, looking to his left, has hook fin, might have been just short. He stays in bounds, run the clock. That's going to be a gain of 8. And that'll make it 2nd down and 2 for Texas College.
Not a lot of collection from them, too. Sal's been struggling a lot with the overthrowing, underthrowing there. That time he gets a completed pass to his favorite target, Hookfin.
12 minutes, 12 seconds and counting left to go in this ball game. And also that much time left in both of these teams' seasons. This is the very last game for both the Steers and Wildcats respectively. Here Sadler takes a 2nd and 2 snap, gets it to the bowling ball, and he gets pinned behind the line of scrimmage. And that'll make it 3rd down after the loss. No laugh there. Bowling ball gets pinned behind the line of scrimmage. I'll take it. I'll take it. That wasn't, I don't know. I'm trying here, okay? I'll be here all night. 3rd down now after the loss of 2. Another substitution made as we seem to have an injured Steer offensive lineman. He seems to be walking up, but he definitely doesn't seem to be 100% as a substitution will be made for him as he comes off of the field under his own power very slowly, but he seems to be nothing too serious. That's really what you want to see. You don't want to see injuries at all, especially in the very last game of the season, but you don't want to see any injuries that seem to be too dire now with 11 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in this 4th quarter. The clock rolls now. It's 3rd down and 5. Check that 3rd down and 4. Here, Sadler takes a shotgun snap. Flag throws. Caught across the middle by Cooper, and he's got space across the midfield, and he's still got space. He's up and going. It's a foot race. Cuts across the left hash. 10-5 goal line. Touchdown, Texas College. But there is a flag at the 44-yard line. I would hate to see this play come back. Offsides called against Louisiana Christian. Penalty is going to be declined. Touchdown, Texas College. And they hit the board 49-6, barring the PAT with 11:04 left to go.
After struggling since the first drive of the game, they finally got a good pass there and a break from the right receiver. Sadler's probably sitting down, still thinking it's a bad game, but it's good to see something positive happen for this offense.
One thing about Sadler that we've seen is seemed to be a little bit too much on his passes, but that was a picture-perfect throw. That's the Sadler that we've seen throughout the season. Went to the PAT. High snap. The kick is up, and it's blocked. And Louisiana Christian will try to go the other way with it. No, they won't. They'll just fall in at the 1-yard line, and that'll halt our score. 11:04 left to go. Louisiana Christian 49. Texas College getting on the board, however, with 6. Back after this break, you're watching Texas College football on the ASN. Kickoff presented to you by Natural Stone Plant Company. Every home needs a plant. After the big-time reception from Sadler to Cooper, it gives us our current score. Louisiana Christian 49, Texas College 6, with 11 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in this ball game. The wind seems to be okay towards the football now. I remember last time we had a kickoff set up and wind blew the ball over, but ball seems to be okay with the current conditions here at Milborn Field. We get ready to kick things back off. Line drive kick, not too much distance. It'll be fielded at around the 25-yard line. It's a live ball now. Louisiana Christian picks it back up. It's Briscoe with it. We know he can run the ball from under center. Let's see if he can get a pretty solid kickoff return, and he does. He'll down it at about the 45-yard line. That's where Louisiana Christian will take it back over 1st and 10. And Briscoe, Powell, and company and the rest of this Louisiana Christian offense will come back onto the field with 10:56 left to go in this contest. Powell back in at quarterback for LCU. Slot receivers to both sides, no tight ends this go round. Powell puts Smith in motion, takes a snap. It's a handoff up the middle, and he's got space. A brand new running back in. Surprise, surprise. This is the 5th running back we've seen, and he pops the Texas College corner out of bounds, but not before getting a first down. It'll be first down yet again for Louisiana Christian. Another big-time first down play. I feel like this has been the main things that we've said so far this afternoon. Early big-time plays for Louisiana Christian. On that last carry, it was number 21, Benny Clark III. Going out from his usual, check that, not number 21, number 24, Gaby Bulliard from Parks, Louisiana, from Burrow Bridge High School. Physical education major, sophomore running back, 5'7", 190 pounds. Put Smith back in motion now. Let me jet sweep to him now. He turns the corner. He's got a couple blocks upfield. He throws a man off of him and spins off, still up on his feet. He's still going up the field. He's got a push from his fellow receiver, and he's going to get down to the 20-yard line after getting pushed for an extra 5. And that'll make it first down yet again for Louisiana Christian. With 10 minutes and 11 seconds awaiting the signal, the clock will continue to roll here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we've seen the reverse. I think this is our second time seeing it this game. First time didn't really pan out that much. But this time he actually ended up breaking for a lot of yards. Wide receiver there making something happen out of nothing.
Now, Smith has been in motion majority of this game, I guess trying to throw off the Steer secondary and defensive front. But this is one of the few times that we've seen Smith actually get the ball on one of these gadget plays and make things happen in a pretty good manner. Here's the snap yet again. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Billiard. Billiard gets brought down at around the 15-yard line. He is slammed down by a Texas College defender, and that'll make it second down and short. Second down and 3 now after the carry. 9:17 and counting left to go in this fourth quarter of play. Your score, Louisiana Christian 49, Texas College 6. Powell awaiting the snap. Puts a man in motion. It's going to be a quarterback keeper this time, and Powell's immediately met at the line of scrimmage before progress is going to give him a yard, and that'll make it third down for Louisiana Christian.
I actually believe he's going to put the ball in the air this play.
No, who knows? We've seen him throw the ball a couple of times. Well, maybe not. Looks like this could be a play call change. He turns back to Coach Maddox at the line of scrimmage, makes a couple of adjustments, and the clock's still rolling here. 8:24 left to go in this fourth quarter. Third down now, handoff yet again up to Bulliard. Bulliard comes upfield. He gets to the end zone, reaches out, ball pops out. Officials call it a touchdown. He gets into the end zone. 8:14 left to go, and the lead expands as the Wildcats cross the half-century mark. Barring the PAT, your new score 55-6. Now, see, the ball popped out right as he crossed the pylon, but he might have broke the play in there before he let go of the football. 8:14 left to go in this fourth quarter, barring the PAT attempt for Louisiana Christian. Snap to hold is up in the air. PAT is good. Your new score with 8 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. LCU 56, Texas College 6. Back after this timeout on the ASN.
I'm the play-by-play announcer who's in your ear all game long. And the more praise I heap on your team, the more excited you get. Touchdown! Now, you don't hear the upstairs toilet overflowing, and I don't mean with confidence. You wanted a bowl season? You got a bowl season. And if I can show up on game day, imagine what could happen the rest of the week. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem like me.
MTC Beats.
Pooch kick here, going to be fielded at about the 25-yard line. Is touched by Texas College. Ball still loose, and Louisiana Christian falls back on the football at the 35-yard line, and LCU will get the ball right back on the Texas College side of midfield. Coming up with the fumble recovery is number 49, Logan Brimmer, applied biology major. The defensive lineman standing at 6'2", 235 from Hanville High School. Coming up with the fumble recovery, and the Steer defense will have to march back onto the field as Louisiana Christian comes up with the fumble recovery off of the kickoff, 1st down and 10.
Good old momentum here, man. That's what Louisiana has right now. Momentum is killing the Texas College team, and you can tell by the way they're playing and by the way they're moving.
Now, this almost reminds me of the NCAA 06 games from PS2 days. You know, they had the momentum meter with the two teams' respective helmets at the top of the screen. That's what that kind of reminds me of. I don't know. Maybe I just miss old video games. Who knows? But I digress. 1st down and 10 now, taking the snap. Handoff up to Billiard yet again. He spins out of a tackle. He's going to gain around 7. Going to bring up 2nd down and 3.
One thing we haven't talked about very much this whole game is, again, obviously, the trenches. This O-line is making holes for the running backs. They don't have to read or stutter step. They're going straight for the hole, and they're making positive yards.
2nd down now. 7 minutes, 40 seconds and rolling left to go in this ball game. 25 seconds on the play clock now. After the carry, they're going to mark it officially 2nd down and 4. Here's Powell. Takes a snap. Looking right. He's got Smith on the far side. He turns the corner. He gets the 1st down and more. It gets slung out of bounds. Not before crossing the line marker again, and that'll move the chains yet again for LCU. 1st down and 10.
They noticed that the cornerbacks weren't playing up, and a lot of them are playing back. A screenplay was just right, and he used the speed to beat them to the 1st down marker.
Clock still rolling here. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in this ball game. Jared Jones, Cam Overstreet in the Kelly's Tattoo broadcast booth on the campus of All Saints Episcopal School in Tyler, Texas, and Milborn Field. Probably one of my favorite stadiums I've been to so far in our journey across the great state of Texas.
I don't know. I like the Rose the most.
I don't know. It's all a personal thing. New running back in this time. Surprise, surprise. And he gets thrown down after gaining about 4, however, on the 2nd down carry. Responsible for that last run was number 28. Can't really tell from the far side here. Let's call number 28. We're going to give that play to Salone Scott IV from L.W. Higgins High School. Now back in at running back is number 21, Benny Clark. Check that, number 24, Gabe Bulliard back in at running back now. Bulliard's done most of the running heavy lifting here in the 4th quarter with 6 minutes and 15 seconds of counting left to go in this ball game. 2nd down and around 8 to go. Ball's on the 20.
Tight end on the line. I think this might be a pass play.
The receiver stacked up at the bottom of your screen now. Receiver at the top of your screen. Powell taking his time. 10 seconds on the play clock now once we hit the 6-minute mark. Powell takes a snap. Going to be a handoff yet again to Bulliard. Ball comes out. Texas College falls on it. No, Louisiana Christian still has the football. A Steer defender jumped right over the football. Very Kyler Murray-esque. He can't come down with it. And that'll end up being a gain of about 4. 3rd down, Louisiana Christian. Texas College had an opportunity to get the ball back, but literally and figuratively just kind of skipped right over it. Almost could have had an opportunity to get the football, but I guess he was tried to give his body up for a tackle there to make sure he didn't get himself injured. So I can't really blame the kid there. But either way, it's going to be 3rd down and short now. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the 4th.
About the 2nd or 3rd time that's happened where they saw the ball on the ground. Nobody else saw it but Louisiana Christian. Texas College got to get on those and get the offense right back on the field.
Five minutes now left to go on both of these teams' seasons. Powell takes a snap. Fake handoff across the middle, almost intercepted. Pass gets broken up, and that'll bring up 4th down. That last throw intended for Dunn. And Dunn almost gave up an interception. I'm running out of puns here, as you can probably tell. 4:50 left to go in the 4th quarter. As now it's 4th down, and the offense still on the field. No field goal unit here in sight. Let's play a little crystal ball here. Do you think they're going to throw the football or maybe even run the football? I'd say they might run it. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm going with you on that one. They're going to run the ball.
Let's find out. Smith, the slot receiver, on the left side. Has done in motion. It's a jet sweep to the outside yet again. He has a couple blocks on the corner. Texas College can't get to him. He might get the first down, or they're going to mark him a yard short. The officials stopped the clock. They're going to call him short. It might be first down Texas College. But they could maybe out here try to get a measurement on this one. No, they call it turnover on downs. First down Texas College after forcing the turnover. That's another turnover on downs forced by the Texas College defense. Louisiana Christian will come up empty-handed on that drive with 4:42 left to go in this ball game.
Some good defense there from Texas College to get them off the field. Defense has been struggling this whole entire game.
First down and 10 for TC. Sadler takes a snap. Handoff to the outside. Bounces off between the tackles. He is going to get pounced behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of almost 10 there on that tackle for Louisiana Christian. Will be number 50, Ardell Reed, the business accounting major from Archbishop Shaw High School out of New Orleans, Louisiana. 6'2", 240 pounds. They're going to mark him a loss of 5. Check that again. A loss of 4. That'll make it second down and 14 for Texas College. 4 minutes now. The clock's slowly ticking away the sand, slowly falling out of the hourglass for Texas College to get something going on offense. Inside the 10-yard line. Here Sadler makes a throw. It's caught through traffic, complete. That's a gain of 6. And I'll make this third down just a tad bit easier, almost like a normal third down here. It's going to be third down and 9 after Sadler's completion. Moves the Texas College offense just a tad bit more. Any yardage gain is a success at this point with 3 minutes and 40 seconds and counting left to go in the fourth. 56-6 to score.
Yeah, beautiful pass, beautiful catch. This is the Sadler we've been seeing these last couple of games. We haven't seen him a lot this game, though.
Here's Sadler. 2 slot receivers. Has a back to his right. Takes a snap. Looking left. Steps up in the pocket. Makes a throw downfield to Hookfin. Hookfin gets it tipped away. Hookfin had a big-time play opportunity there on the defensive coverage of the defensive back, number 37, Nate Sullivan, the transfer from the University of Arkansas at Monticello. And that'll bring up fourth down, and most likely the punting unit will trot it back onto the field for Texas College.
Even though Hookfin did have the ball thrown in his back shoulder, it was great for him to actually redirect himself to try to make that catch. It was just too much defense there to be played. Good job by both sides of the field.
It seemed a timeout was called, and we'll take that timeout with him. 3:10 left to go, 56-6. Louisiana Christian ahead back after this break on the ASN.
Hello, my name is Tarnisha.
My name's Anthony.
And we own Drip Like Jesus. Drip stands for devote, reach, influence people, just like Jesus did. Each one of our apparel has a scripture on the back that goes with the design. It's our cool way of spreading the gospel and looking fly.
We are located in Stonebriar Mall in Frisco and also online at www.driplikejesus.com. So feel free to go online and shop or come check us out in Frisco. And thank you for helping us spread the gospel.
3:10 left to go after the timeout. It's fourth down for Texas College after the incompletion intended for Hookfin. Couldn't come down with it. And that gives us where we are now. Texas College here to punt this thing back away. Smith standing at around the 35-yard line. LCU looking to bring the house on this punt. Here's a snap. Line drive kick. That was a heck of a kick there. It's caught by Smith, but he drops it. He's going to be cross midfield, and this is going to be a big-time possession here for Louisiana Christian as Texas College sends them back. And that turned into what could have been a 20-yard punt into almost a punt that pretty much went half the length of the field there. Great job by the punt coverage team to make sure that Smith didn't have an opportunity to make up for the mishap there when he tried to catch the ball around the 45-yard line. Just couldn't come down with it. The kick like you might have had a little bit of muscle on it, but you could also chalk it up to pretty cold hands. I know I probably couldn't catch that out there. I probably couldn't catch it with dry hands, warm hands, or whatever kind of hands, honestly.
Yeah, wide receiver gloves do not help with warmth in this type of weather.
3:59 left to go in this ballgame. LCU takes over first down and 10 from the 36-yard line now. Tight end now in for LCU. Takes a snap. Here comes a handoff up the middle. He's brought down after gaining only 1 yard. And yet again, Texas College showing what they really should have shown earlier on in this ballgame, the ability to stop LCU on the early downs. If they would have had this exact same defensive game plan early on in this game, the scoreboard would be a lot closer right now.
Yeah, blame it on the change of running backs or blame it on the change of defensive formations. This defense is stopping the run a lot more than they have been in the first 2 quarters.
2:30 now left to go in this ball game as we get ready to speak after this game with our Thompson Tire and Services player of the game, the running back Seth McGowan. Our own Christopher Jones will have an exclusive interview with him at the conclusion of this game. But now we head back to the field. It's second down and 8. Check that, second down and 9 after the run is good for a yard. Here's the snap. Handoff yet again up the middle, making a couple Sear defenders miss. He might have gotten the first down. He does. That's going to be a gain of about 10. And they'll have to move the chains yet again for this LCU offense. They continue to march down the field with the consistency that's been from the first whistle to most likely the final horn here as we get inside the 2-minute mark. It's 1:50 and counting left to go in this ball game. Jared Jones came over straight in the Kelly's Tattoo broadcast booth, and our sideline reporter Christopher Jones on tap for tonight's game. Well, this afternoon's game is a bit earlier than we're used to. Still doesn't beat an 11 a.m. kickoff time from the Arizona Christian game about a month or so ago, but 1:30 left to go now. So Louisiana Christian seems to be using every second that they can to tick the rest of this clock down.
They put the wide receiver at running back now.
Flag thrown. Prior to the snap, it's going to be a false start penalty called against Louisiana Christian. With 1:10 left to go, and that push them back for a chunk of yards. And make this first down and long. First down and loop 3:23 to go after the penalty. Clock at 1:10. Now counting down now. Texas College looking to rush 5, maybe even 6. The box stacked for both teams respectively. Here's Powell. Takes the low snap. Looking right. Fakes the throw. Gets it downfield. It's one-on-one coverage. He trips and falls. No flag, thankfully. And that pass is incomplete. Intended for Dunn. As the Turf Monster got him there across the sideline. That pass will go incomplete with 47 seconds left to go. And that'll make it second down and long after the incompletion.
Even though the pass was incomplete, that is a cannon that Powell has on him, able to throw that pass right there as he sets his feet and launches that ball downfield.
From the backup quarterback at that as well. It's good to see that you have a backup quarterback that has that kind of throw power down the stretch.
Yeah, he can really make it fly.
Smith, the back now. Only 3 receivers on the field. 1 tight end. 47 seconds left in this ball game. Powell takes a snap. Handoff now to Smith. Smith turns the corner. He's got space, crosses midfield. That won't be enough for a first down. However, they'll mark him down right at the 50-yard line. Third down and about 8 to go now for LCU.
He went from playing receiver to running jet sweeps, and now he's running the ball in the backfield. It seems like this wide receiver can do everything on the field.
Everything Coach Maddox and this offense needs him to do. With 21 seconds left, and it seems like both teams might let this clock run out as LCU takes down Texas College on homecoming. We'll take one more short break, and when we come back, we'll close things out with an interview with our Thompson Tire and Services player of the game, Seth McGowan. Hopefully, and our Christopher Jones, try to see him on the sideline there back after this. This has been the presentation of Sooner Athletic Conference football on the Antler Sports Network.
things you love, your car, your home, and your financial future. East Texas Benefits will work just as hard to ensure your protection during these trying times. Our experts are trained to find the best policies tailored to any budget, but at the best insurance agency in Tyler by the people who make us who we are. Book a free consultation today at easttexasbenefits.com. East Texas Benefits, local knowledge you can trust. A Better Business Bureau A+ accredited business. Need to add some zip to your morning? Need something to get you through a busy workday? Or maybe something refreshing on a hot afternoon? Mudslingers of Tyler can get you a handcrafted drink for any occasion. Mudslinger serves fresh coffee and espresso roasted right here in East Texas by the Collie Dog Coffee Company. They have over 40 flavors you can mix into a custom coffee, soda, refresher, smoothie, or energy drink. They even offer tasty snacks if you need a quick bite. Ditch the big chain overpriced drinks for something locally owned and delicious. Find them on the Loop and Old True Poway by Green Acres Bowl. Follow them on social media for deals and updates. Mudslingers of Tyler, local coffee, local connections. Nippic Golf utilizes true golf simulators to cater to the avid golfer and those new to the sport. With True Golf technology offering advanced analytics. Feeling hungry? Try the Knockout Pizza, Parmesan crusted pretzel bites, or the T-Box tacos. Bring your own clubs for parties, corporate events, fundraisers, league play, and more. Take the green on 97 prestigious courses. Learn the game of golf from PGA Tour champion and Hallsville native Roy Pace. Enjoy a day out with friends and family with hourly passes and memberships available. Nippic Golf Longview, 414 West Loop 281.
Final score here from Milbourne Field. Texas College falls on homecoming to Louisiana Christian 56-6. And couldn't get McGowan here on the ABS Future Graphics hotline, but with our sideline reporter, Christopher Jones is the head coach of the Texas College Steers in his first season as it concludes. Coach Jarrell Jackson. Chris, take it away.
Hi, Coach. How do you feel about this season as a whole?
It's a good season. First season with the boys. Got them in August. We left some stuff out there. We built a foundation. And look forward to getting back in a couple of weeks.
Given you know the history of Texas College and everything that we have an altercation down there.
Like something's going down on the sideline. We're trying to go to break and we'll try to continue to get Coach Jackson here. Chris, thank you for at least trying to get an interview. We'll try to close things out here. Once again, your final score, Louisiana Christian 56, Texas College 6. This has been a presentation of college football on the Antler Sports Network.